Please put your hands together for the Modus Super Series.
Ladies and gentlemen, your champion!
It's time to crown the champion.
This is for the title.
Will get the match start at the block.
To win a week for the first time. Great champions here.
25 starts.
You are our champion.
On a ton plus checkout already, and that's what we're saying. It's this kind of action that you can expect.
For a 1-3-1 and a leg on the board. 1-3-1 is the first shot that Jamie Owens has had.
Oh, it strikes again. He only just gets the single. That's changed.
The ball for a 170 and another ton-topping finish is a 170. We go at 2 apiece.
Yeah, it is certainly the last chance saloon for the 5 players in Group B as the last group action of Champions Week culminates tonight from the Modus Live Lounge in Portsmouth, live and free on Pluto TV. Good evening, welcome along. 3 spots remain at Champions Night, 5 players fighting it out for them in a real shoot 'em up tonight here at the Live Lounge. Group B will reach its conclusion, but there are 3 players already there. 2 of them made it through in Group C this afternoon, and myself and Devon Peterson are going to reflect on that before we preview tonight's action. Very contrasting methods of qualification for Charlie Manby and David Pallett. For Charlie, he lived up to his nickname, didn't he? It was champagne stuff from him.
Yeah, I mean, he came through in the start and just almost dominated. He had not a poor game. He just lost the 101 average, and we thought, oh, he's on the canvas. Then he returned back and just dominated everything with consistent play. Just showed a lot of maturity in the young man, and you realize that since winning, he's taken the next step, and I think that he's got his eye on this trophy as well.
Certainly has. David Pallett, however, well, he had to kind of battle through some darting demons, really roll his sleeves up, and his perseverance paid off.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a technical masterclass on his dynamics of his stroke, but we do know that he's challenged by it now. But he showed a lot of grit and the survival aspects of the game itself. I mean, he got some crucial shots, ton plus checkouts, and I mean that one there against Alex Small was one of the biggest for the series so far. And you realize that it's that kind of mentality, it's the never say die mentality that got him to the Saturday.
Yep, he is through as the runner-up. Charlie Manby won Group C. Derek Coulson won Group A earlier in the week. Those 3, well, they're half the field for Champions Night. The other half will be decided from the 5 players in the middle there, Group B. And after one night's play, Jensen Walker leads the pack. He has 6 points, but it is hotly contested, this. Neil Duff, Jamie Owens and Keegan Brown all on 4 points. Tom Sykes still in it on 2. Remember, the top 3 go through, but which 3? Well, with a look ahead, we can join part of our commentary team tonight. Group B about to get underway, and we should expect drama, shouldn't we? Paul Nicholson and Laura Turner will tell us more.
Yes, absolutely. When it comes to this stage tonight, this is where all the tension will be. And with 5 players still in contention, there's a lot of fat to chew, Laura, because some people have got more work to do than others. Jensen Walker will be feeling very comfortable, especially if he can get the same kind of start as last night.
Yeah, and at the beginning of this week, we thought no one's going to run away with the groups. Well, Derek Coulson ran away with Group A. Charlie Manby did the same in Group C, and you get the feeling that Jensen Walker is on the cusp of maybe doing something similar. If he can get the same kind of start, as you said, then yeah, he's already got 1 foot into Saturday's finals.
Tom Sykes really has got a lot to do, and a lot of what happened last night for him was born from his first game against Jensen Walker. He's going to have to start a lot quicker tonight, right?
Yeah, he played really well. He didn't do a great deal wrong in that opening match, but like I say, it put him on the back foot and he didn't really recover. He did well to pick up that one win. He's got 2 points, so keeps him in contention. We know the levels he's got. If he can just address everything, get it right tonight, then there's no reason why he still can't progress. But you feel that he's going to need to almost go through the card if he's going to guarantee a spot.
Neil Duff had a really interesting evening. a very good amount of points at the halfway stage of Thursday night, but he left disappointed. But he's still second in the table, so it's not a bad position he's got going into tonight.
No, and that's the main thing. You just want to finish in the top three. So if he can maintain that, then it's perfect for Neil Duff. But I do agree. I think when you start and you win two, and it's not fair to say he capitulated. His opponents, they stepped up against him, but there were a few opportunities that he missed, and he will be disappointed because he is one of those players, and it's always a strange stat to me that he's never made it through to a Saturday in Champions Week.
The penultimate game last night saw Keegan Brown really playing well, 93 and a bit average, a beautiful 170 finish in there as well. Did that show what Keegan can bring to the table tonight? Yeah,
and it's something we've all spoken about because he's come in and he's always been that outsider, which has been a bit of a surprise to us. And again, he's done a lot of favours for the rest of the field as well because the win came against Jensen Walker, which is why the group is still as open as it is. But we know he's got the levels, but now it's just about maintaining those if he's going to progress.
We think that Jensen Walker's going to make it, but give us one more name that you think is going to rubber stamp their ticket tonight.
Yeah, I'd love to see Neil Duff do it, but I also think, if Tom Sykes gets it all right tonight, then he has got the talent to go through the field. So perhaps Tom can just correct a few things from yesterday and get through as well.
Does Jensen Walker win the group?
From this position, I'd say yes, especially from what we saw. He just looked unflappable. He looked so comfortable here. Yeah, I would say he'll stay in top spot.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think Jensen looked really strong from the off tonight. If he gets the same sort of start, he's going to take some catching tonight.
Yeah, thanks, guys. But they are all on his shoulder, aren't they? And I think that qualification picture is as clear as mud at the moment. Let's see what the bookies think. Devon, they're going for Jensen Walker to win the group. He's the man who occupies pole position. But I'm looking further down and seeing Keegan Brown and Tom Sykes at 9-1. You'd almost think it was a done deal between the top three.
Yeah, the bookies, certainly they got it almost spot on. I think the third spot is still up for grabs. I think Neil Duff, if he comes out like he did before, he'll be fantastic and go through. But I think that game between with the Jamie Owens and Tom Sykes will determine if that 10-1 is actually 10-1 or if Jamie Owens goes on and makes it through. But Keegan Brown will be upset about that 9-1, and that might just unleash a bit of a monster within him.
He has been known to use it as fuel, hasn't he? They're the odds to win the group then tonight. Remember, 3 go through. These are the revised odds now to win the week. Derek Coulson favourite, followed by Charlie Manby and David Pellett. Obviously, all 3 of those are already through. But, this is quite bizarre, isn't it? Tom Sykes, outsider to win the group, yet out of all the players in the group, favourite to win the week.
Well, the odds don't make sense right now, but I think that it is the understanding and the quality of Tom Sykes. He's been there twice before, just put to the post, and now he's got a third time, but he's obviously not in the position. But everybody expects Tom Sykes to turn up and turn up in a big way.
If you are going to be having a bet, please gamble responsibly. It's 18+, gambleaware.org. And Tom Sykes does feature in the first match of the night. He's taking on Jamie Owens, and the picture could look very, very different for him after it. But before the action gets underway, let's hear from him. He spoke to Paul Nicholson earlier on.
Tom, night 2 in Group B. This is crunch time in Champions Week. How are you feeling after last night?
Yeah, it was a pretty bad start last night, but I'm going to do everything I can tonight to try and make it right. Was it a case of Jensen Walker just having his best game against you and maybe putting you on the back foot, and you took a bit of time to recover after that? Yeah, I think so. After what happened to me on Wednesday with Derek, three tumpuses in 4 legs, and then to start off a night with being sat on a finish and he takes out 160 and 124 on the bull, it doesn't help. But I think I took a bit too much time to recover, like you say, and hopefully I can put it right tonight. One of the things that you've shown us over the last couple of years is your ability to recover in tight situations, especially on Saturdays. So you've done it before. There's no reason why you can't do it again. No, I know I've got the game, and so does everybody else in there. They all know that I can beat every single one of them in there. But I've just got to go up there now and show it. For that reason, is it really good that you've got the first game to make a statement tonight? Yeah, hopefully I can get out of the blocks quick and get a nice little win on the board and start making everybody else think about it. Not that I'm trying to turn your mind away from the Super Series tonight, but you're playing at the Global next Tuesday. But has it crossed your mind that this could be the last day that you play in the Modus Super Series? Because you could get a tour card in January. Yeah, the way I'm playing at the minute, obviously I've not shown much of it this week, but I'm doing all right, like this season-wise, and hopefully I can go one step further with the tour card this year.
Well, we really hope you're going to be playing on Saturday night, Tom. All the best tonight.
Cheers, thank you.
Yeah, Tom Sykes, great to hear from him. Still feeling confident despite his position at the bottom of the table, and a win in this match would send him on that upward trajectory required, wouldn't it? The Castleford Tiger, well, it would take a loud roar to beat that of Jamie Owens, a aggressive type on the hockey. Sykes more serene, but certainly skillful with the arrows in his hand, a 33-year-old Yorkshireman, and he is taking on Owens, 36, from Stockton on tees. First time at Champions Week. Is he going to make it through to Champions Night, or will the two-time runner-up get a chance to go one better? Owen Binks is overseeing proceedings and may well be singing We Are the Champions tomorrow night. Paul Nicholson and Laura Turner will guide you through the action.
Yeah, this is one of the sessions that we can't wait to call in because it's crunch time. 3 names are in the hat for Champions Night at the end of 2025. 3 more are about to follow, and it is Sykes who has the most work to do.
96.
But is it fair to say that all the chatter of Keegan Brown and Neil Duff and Tom Sykes and Jensen Walker, maybe Jamie Owens is going under the radar again, just like he did when he won his week beating the defending champion Jeff Smith? We simply can't forget about him tonight.
93.
But after losing his first 2 games last night, does he have that luxury of doing that again, Laura?
I think it would be difficult. I mean, we quite often say 8 points. That's that target that you want to get to in Group B. But if it all starts to get tight and a little bit clustered at the top end of the table, it might not be.
59.
But I agree. I think Jamie Owens, when you consider all the other big names that we've got in the group, he probably has gone under the radar. The only thing I will say with Jamie yesterday, I didn't think that he felt comfortable
58.
for any kind of sustained period of time.
Time will tell as to how comfortable he is in the first game
45.
of tonight, or indeed in the first half, because he plays 2 of the first 3 games, his second being against Neil Duff. He's the one who sent Neil off in a huff last night, because when Duff left, he walked away with 4 points instead of 6 or 8, which is exactly what he wanted.
42.
Yeah, that possibly would be the one that Neil Duff will look back on and think it was one that got away. He was 2 from 15 on the doubles.
Jamie require 164.
Duff was around 13%.
Sykes is going to get the first chance at a double, you feel, from this position.
64.
Unless we have the
Tommy
dreaded
McCoy,
missed
68.
single in here. Which we don't.
Game
That is exactly what he
Tom
needed
Sykes.
to start Friday night. His timing in the past has been borderline legendary on that stage. He's played Saturday nights where he's lost his first game, and then all of a sudden, it's like someone puts 50 pence in his meter, and he goes nuts.
85.
Tonight, it's got to be relentlessly nuts.
He wants to do it from the very off.
56.
You saw this in Group A with Tom Sykes, that he was the wrong end of a few results that could have gone his way, but he was putting in big performances. And I wouldn't say that Tom's necessarily someone who lets his head drop, but he is someone that he gets very visibly frustrated with himself. But this is the last chance. And as we were saying earlier on in the show,
100.
you feel he's going to need at least 3 wins, if not going through the card.
And we've been seeing it for a good couple of months now. Is this the last time we see this person here?
180.
Well, if you were grading that one here, you'd give it an A+.
59. Jamie require 141.
Found that on a pinhead. And the 180 does leave the 141, but sadly not yet for the 9.
57.
Nah, they're just saving it for tomorrow night. Wouldn't that be something? In a year where we've had Danny Van Tripe hit the first 9 on a Saturday, the only way things get better is if it happens on Champions Night.
In front of a packed out crowd here at the Live Lounge in Portsmouth.
44.
This is a very steady response from the man from Teesside. Never short of confidence.
57.
Jamie Owens, that's for sure.
Jamie Maguire, 40.
He's going to need all of it if he wants to be champion this week.
Gage
Very
on the
solid.
second leg.
17 darter to equalise at 1-1. And last night, 89.17, very useful average.
First. Game on.
Every person had a 90 plus at one point. And this has been the best quality
139.
that we've seen over the last couple of days. It was better than Group C. The stats back that up. The doubles were about 3% better than Group C as well. Easy to say that on night 2 this should be a bit more warmed up
140.
as a group. But when you add that little bit of tension and pressure, I wouldn't be surprised if the output goes down a little bit with a few more missed darts at double.
23.
I agree. It really can go one way or the other, can't it?
I think the biggest surprise last night is that nobody averaged over 100.
100.
Having said that, they were pretty close.
Yeah, they ran close, and I think the standout for me out of everyone was actually
60.
it was the finishing.
Tommy Require,
170,
122.
160, big finishes at crucial moments.
Game
How good is
shot
that?
at third
Tom
leg.
Sykes with a little bit of
Tom
flair
Sykes.
with a 12 darter to take a 2-1 lead. He's locked in.
Full flag is Jamie to throw first.
He's up for this.
Game
He looks like he will refuse anybody a chance at breaking him. That's how good he's been in legs 1 and 3.
71.
Yeah, 9 ton plus checkouts last night. Keegan Brown with the 170. Jensen Walker with the 160 in his first game. And Jamie
44.
Owens with the 131.
Yeah, and already we can add the 122 from Tom Sykes into the mix.
134.
There are 1-2-2s, then there are 1-2-2s like that.
Yeah.
It's all well and good getting 4 18s and bull, but
134.
when you get it that way, it just has a little bit of extra zazz on it.
But again, it feels like a pretty solid response here from
140.
Jamie Owens.
Do we contemplate the fact that if Sykes wins this game, we would have
125.
someone on
Jamie
6
Require,
points
156.
and 4 players on 4? Abacus at the ready, drama guaranteed. And that is not the first time that's happened to Jamie in this contest. He's going to have to watch out for that.
74.
And this is what I was saying about yesterday, not necessarily feeling that comfortable. We saw at one point actually starting to sharpen his darts because they weren't always sticking in the board. And
140.
Tom Sykes punishing with
Jamie
his third
Maguire,
140
82.
of the match.
This is a big shot. Double top.
42.
That could be the biggest missed
Maguire,
double in
58.
this contest. Sykes tried to leave 18. What he has got is tops, and this is going in.
Game
You
shot
just
of
knew
fourth
it was
leg.
going in.
Tom Sykes.
Tell us why, Laura.
The flag, it's Tom to throw
it's just-
first. Game
We have noticed this. It was highlighted to me by Glenn Durrant last week that basically when someone throws for a single number and they only just get it
140.
inside the target, that adjustment to the double first dart every time. And since we've mentioned it yesterday,
135.
it's happened over a dozen times.
It has been inordinate, the amount of times it's happened. It's getting borderline scary.
140.
But what is scary, in a good way, is how good Sykes is playing in this game in
100.
pretty much every way. The only thing that's missing is a maximum. And quite frankly, he's so good he doesn't even need one.
100.
Now, this is the kind of response he was looking for. And Jamie Owens hasn't done a great deal wrong, but that tops may have proved crucial off the back of the 82 finish to level things up at 2 apiece.
59.
Absolutely.
Tommy
That
Require,
felt like a really big
121.
shot. Single 14 is not the end of the world. Okay. He had the
89.
option. That would have been very different. But he won't mind. He's coming back for 32 to get to 4 points to jump
57.
Jamie Owens
Robbie
in the
Maguire,
table.
32.
Okay. He needs the angle. This is gettable. It's gottable. What a great start for Tom Sykes. He restricted Jamie Owens to 3 darts at a double. And that's the kind of performance that we've come to expect from the man from Castleford. So he's back in the picture. One person on 6 points at the top of the table and everybody else on 4, including both of these players. Let battle commence for the rest of the night. This is going to get good.
Are you ready to lift that trophy, Darius? Yes. Let's do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series 9 champion is Lucky D, Darius Labanowski!
Well, what a wonderful night of darts we have seen, and we are ready. Our champion is ready, and it's trophy time. So receive the trophy. £25,000. The new Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And one more time, the 8th Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And the new Modus Super Series champion is Andreas Dirty Harrison. And one more time, the 7th Modus Super Series champion. Give it up for Andreas Dirty Harrison!
The moment we've all been waiting for. Would you please show your appreciation for your Series 6 Modus Super Series champion, Scott Taylor!
One more time, your new Modus Super Series champion. He is Chucky. He is Jim McEwen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series champion, retaining his title, the Nuke, Luke Littler!
Welcome back to the Modus Super Series. We've just seen Tom Sykes beat Jamie Owens 4 legs to 1. He is on the comeback trail. By means of that win, he's already jumped from 5th on the table. He's now sat 3rd. He's on the same amount of points as Keegan Brown, but there is your table leader. It's Jensen Walker, who is looking to follow in the footsteps of Charlie Manby, who we saw just absolutely dominate Group C. He has the ability to do it, but there was one game he lost yesterday, Devon, and that was to Keegan Brown. we have to say was probably Keegan Brown's performance of the week.
And you think about it, Jensen at that time was virtually untouchable. Keegan turned up with a untouchable performance, but what a difference a day makes. Would Keegan Brown be capable of replicating what he done yesterday? I mean, fantastic player.
First leg, it's Jensen to throw first.
But is his level
Game on.
replicatable from last night to start off the day today?
I think the one thing with Keegan is sometimes he's just a little bit slow to get started. We saw that back on Monday. We saw it yesterday evening. He lost 4 legs to nil to Neil Duff. He had 13 darts at a double. Could only convert 1, so it's 4 legs to 1. He needs to make a stronger start if he's got any chance of getting past Jensen Walker, because the one thing we know about him, he can make a solid start.
Yeah, yesterday his first game was a 160 checkout. And since then, he never looked back until he got in front of Keegan Brown, and that was a difference. 170.
58.
And he had a 132 bull, and he missed a 161 unconventional way. So
60.
phenomenal skill on the closing. Also for Jensen Walker though, new day. Yesterday he came in dominating from the start, so he was comfortable. Today he's top of the list. And everybody's chasing him, and it's Champions Weekend Friday. Does spring up some surprises.
Well, absolutely, anything can happen. And when we heard from Charlie Manby at the end of Group C, he said he was just trying to make that solid start and then just let everyone else battle over the rest of the places, or the individual place in Group C.
92.
Fantastic last start there, but Jensen Walker has a few ton-plus checkouts so far, but
42.
That's not to be. Keegan Brown after 12 darts now on 32. Needs to move up a bit to 88. Ooh, chasing now. That's the second time his dart's fallen in out of his hand. And does that change his rhythm? No, it does not. It gives him an opportunity to reset.
Second leg, it's Keegan
early break of throw. We asked, or I asked, can Keegan replicate his performance of last night? So far, the answer is yes. I'm also sure he saw the odds. And he does use it as fuel, so he might be very upset about that odds as well, and quite strange.
140.
Quite strange.
Well, absolutely, a win here for Keegan Brown, and he'd level up on points with Jensen Walker at the top of the table. And I do find it strange that in a race that we all feel is still nowhere near over, it seems
46.
really close that they were quite long odds for the likes of Keegan and Tom Sykes.
And it's only a couple of games, and they're capable of it as well. Yesterday, they were just not going away, and that's why we say that the odds, I mean, all the statistical data versus knowing the sport itself is
99.
a lot of times they do get it right. So let's call it that. But yeah, I think Keegan Brown now in a position and just going, I'm going to show you.
100.
And Jensen Walker, unfortunately, is the player that is playing first. Crazy scenario though. What if Jensen Walker doesn't make it through?
134.
Absolutely, it's not a done deal for anyone. And as you say, if Keegan Brown can get back-to-back victories over Walker, then that is a scenario that could happen.
2 darts on the double 60 now. No, he needs 1, and so far, Keegan Brown has come out to play.
Third leg is Jensen to throw first.
Broke the throw first, hold. A big break now, yeah, will put Jensen Walker under so much pressure.
100.
And Keegan will easily join Jensen at the top of the table.
Yeah, and we said sometimes he's slow to get off the mark, but he seems to have started where he left off yesterday, averaging in excess of 106 at the moment. Keegan Brown hasn't even allowed Jensen Walker a dart at a double at this stage in the match.
It's a phenomenal start, yeah, from Keegan.
140.
Amazing. And I mean, considering the kind of play he is, and we know the break he took off the tour, just battling with his own issues,
97.
he's now at the point where he's playing again comfortably, and he knows. And we know a confident Keegan is a very, very capable player.
And I think sometimes that break, when someone's
60.
been on tour for such a long time and had that pressure of having to make sure that they're at every Pro Tour, every qualifier, every
64.
event, it becomes a necessity. You can fall out of love with it, and it becomes more of a chore. And I think having the break, you get the love back.
167 now. Can this be the bullseye? Finds the bullseye. Keegan Brown, untouchable so far. 109.98, so just shy of 110.
Game on.
But we saw him play yesterday. He missed a 161, took out a 170, 132, now 167. Keegan Brown.
100.
And I'm glad I actually asked the question, though. Will he be able to replicate? And he is answering that. And I think the odds against Keegan Brown is a good thing. So when you see the odds are bad against Keegan, put your money on Keegan because he's going to be angry. And that 174 just pushes him even further. 113 now.
100.
Well, you asked the question about replication. This is more than replication. This is looking likely to be the best performance from any individual player so far this week.
85.
Keegan Brown does not want to get into a point or
98.
get excited about it. He needs to finish this 142 or just set it up and make sure that he leaves it handy. And that's perfect. It's not going to be a trebleless visit, so he leaves it handy. It tops now. He's already had 3 out of 5 on the outer ring. Can he make it 4 out of 6?
Keegan require 41.
And this will be a... Needs a double 8 now. Keegan Brown. What a demolishing
Keegan Brown
game. I mean, Jensen Walker could not believe what has happened. What a fantastic, fantastic game there. Keegan Brown averaging in excess of 107. Jensen Walker, no shots on the double. When would you have ever imagined that? Well, Jamie Owens, Neil Duff, you are next up.
$54. Charlie require 164. $44. $32. Charlie require 120.
Well, 120. He's got a fair, at least 2 handfuls of this. Just needs to stay
60.
there. That's a good shot. Halves his score, leaves himself on a 2-darter.
$26. Charlie
Time on his
require
side
60.
to become back-to-back singles champion.
$40.
Definitely a couple of nerves in those last 2 darts, but he'll be coming back.
It's a moment he's been in before this situation. Standing at the back of the stage, approaching the Yoki with a chance to win the title.
He did this to win the first title, if you remember.
11.
I think he's gone. I think he's gone to bust it, maybe. The first title he won, he wanted 20. He went 6-7-7 to win it. He had a chance to replicate it again.
Yeah, I get the feeling that was for a bust, and
39.
on that situation there, George Scaife wasn't even able to take it out going to the 18s on that switch.
Yeah, I think he just panicked a bit, but he's done well to get that big one.
Sometimes can be the hardest part.
Georgia requires
This is
79.
it. It's got to be 19s. It's got to be 19s for this shot. Big 20 and a double. He's got the first one. He's going to get a match dart here.
$59. Charlie
Threw the entire
requires
body into that
8.
one. Just didn't want to let go of the dart.
No score.
He's giving George a chance.
Georgia require 20.
I think George has been quite good on double 10 today.
So many opportunities for Charlie Murphy.
Go
Couldn't get the job
Got
done.
out the match. And the Red Dragon
George
Modus
Skate.
Super Series Influencers Champion, George Skate.
Sometimes the Modus Super Series can litter your television screen and your smart device with a multitude of rhetorical questions. But here comes another one. How good was that? The man from Stockton-on-Tees, well, he was on the receiving end of Tom Sykes. And now he's got a somewhat vengeful Neil Duff in his path, because in game number 8 on night 1, it was Owens who won by 4 legs to 2. And Duff left the building wishing he'd got more points. But now that he's back in the building, one of the best winners that we've had in this building, who's never been to a Champions Night, for that matter, can now put that right. His first sighting tonight is to try and take out the man from the northeast of England.
Game on.
But Jamie's got the darts, and he's trying to recover after losing to Sykes. And is it possible, Devin Peterson, that these two could follow what we've just seen from Keegan Brown?
I think Neil Duff would have seen it and gone, yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do something tonight. When you think about the game yesterday, Jamie Owens turned up against Duff. But it was a late night game, and Jamie was settling in nicely. Duff was a bit upset when he left. But now you're looking at it and going, Duff was fantastic in his opening 2 games. So, I mean, there's a whole host of conundrums here. And it's going to mean that somebody's going to get to 6 points and 2 players will be on 4 still. And then it's going to, I feel as though tonight is going to probably be where you get your calculator out and make sure that all the numbers are in play.
Just to make sure you really want to get to 8 points tonight to qualify.
100.
There could be a scenario where 8 points is not good enough for someone. This is really, really confusing, this table. So let's take it one game at a time. Let's see what happens. Because believe it or not, only twice in the history of the Modus Super Series has someone scored 6 points in Group B in a Champions Week and made it to Champions Night. Only twice. That was Colin Osborne, funnily enough, from Teesside.
83.
And Marino Michaels in Series 5. They would both get to the final on the Saturday night. Neil's not thinking about that right now.
56.
He's thinking,
Jamie
do me a favour,
97.
Jamie. Don't hit this and give me a shot at tops. Treble 18, the recovery shot. So Duff gets his wish.
41. Now you require 40.
Neil Duff now needs to find the right-hand corner. Finds it
First leg.
like
Nailed
a
it.
sniper.
Second leg
I
is
feel
Neil
as though,
goes
as a
first.
player, right,
Game
when
on.
you're playing in a game and you can actually pinpoint your finishing like that, there's so much confidence. It gives you so much confidence simply because you know that number one, you are spot on. And it gives you more confidence than a 180. Can you agree?
100%. There are multiple disciplines when it comes to certain sports. In boxing, have you got a good jab? Have you got a good hook? It's the secondary punch, isn't it? The jab is the lead.
82.
After that, you got the uppercuts, the hooks, the crosses. In cricket, you got defensive shots and attacking shots. You got drives and cuts, all sorts of different things. In darts, just like golf,
41.
you got a scoring phase or a driving phase, and then you got the doubles or the putting. You've got to be good at both. But if these sports people are honest, it's when you get the finished product that gives you the biggest rush.
That is so true. Couldn't have said it better myself. Like you said as well, I mean, understanding is that
134.
all that hard work, 180s, 140s, everything, and it can all disappear if you can't finish the game on the outer ring. You've seen that happen to Dean Finn.
152.
But now, Owens need 152. After 9 as well. So scoring has been phenomenal.
Much better than his first game, which is a good sign.
Require 139.
Duffman's shot is not on anymore, but he could still leave tops. What a dart that is. Dr. Duff checks in. Surgical treble 20. But how good was that one from Owens? He's got to hit it.
Game show on the second leg.
This is why these guys are here.
Owens.
Confident, technically sound,
Jamie to throw first.
brilliant dart players doing wonderful things at just the right time. Owens doubling on day 1. It was exceptional.
140.
Better than anybody in the group. He had 24 darts at a double, hit 11 for 46%. Duffman knows exactly why he only walked away with 4 points.
140.
Because he was under 30%. He does that again tonight. He's not going to Champions Night.
Group C had minimal margins. This one is even finer. And, I mean, that kind of percentage for Owens on the outer ring.
100.
42, 43% on the outer ring at the World Championships for the PDC or anywhere. We'll find you in the latter rounds if you continue that.
Earlier this season,
56.
I saw a statistic about Jan van Veen that 9 months into the year, he was on 47% for this season, which is ridiculous.
140.
If you're over 40% tonight and you get enough chances, you're going to be close. Fair play to Jamie. He's forced Duff to take this.
121.
He's not going to take it. So which route
37.
does Owens
Jamie
employ?
require 105.
Interesting. That's worked out pretty well. 1 dart at tops. That's exceptional.
Third leg.
It looks flashy, but I'll tell you one thing. There's a lot of sense behind going ball first, because if he gets to 25, he's going for 2 tops.
And he hit it yesterday in the 131, 51 tops.
135.
And I'm not going to say it again, but you know what's coming.
Yeah, welcome to Club 15 again, everyone. It's a very popular club this week.
91.
And both those players qualified to Saturday with Derek Coulson, Charlie Mamby, and Dave Tallett. As we see Neil Duff ensuring he's not going to let this game slip away from him again. Owens leading now 2 legs to 1.
46.
Neil Duff's start has been powerful.
He's averaging north of 107 at this stage. But this is one of those games when you don't have the darts and the higher average. Simply put, Jamie Owens doesn't need to average 107 to beat a 107
103.
because he's got the throw. This is looking good.
83.
It's okay for now as long as he doesn't keep splitting doubles. The only way you want to split tines is if you're in blackjack table in Vegas. Split 10s there all the time. Don't split 10s on this stage. 2-2, and this is such a good battle.
Fifth leg, it's Jamie to throw first.
It was at this stage yesterday.
Game on.
Jamie Owens changed everything. Will Duff allow him to do that tonight? But his scoring is phenomenal.
This is a hard-hitting battle.
140.
You've got to be able to get your teeth into this one as a fan. This is a proper game of darts. This game almost reminds me of the career of Gary Anderson, because we all think that he is still going now because he hasn't won the Grand Slam yet. There's that missing piece
39
of the puzzle. Duff has never been to Champions Night. He hasn't even had the chance of winning a series. So I'm comparing Duff to Anderson
85.
because they both have something missing from their careers. And sometimes that's all you need for motivation.
I've actually never thought about the Gary Anderson. That's insane.
78.
That's why you get paid the big bucks, Paul. As we see Duffman, lagging a bit behind is the Owens throw. And this would be a great time to break. And we always say when it's 2-all and you're throwing against the throw, best time to break. But Owens is showing a lot of character. Like, not just, as in, his previous profession. He's not been a tour player or anything like that. So him coming out and just performing like he is right now, he's got a lot of potential. I'm certainly looking at him for Q School.
I think a lot of people should be. I think he'd fit right into the PDC Pro Tour. There's the 64 gone.
Neil, you require 150.
We've seen a big 105. How about something bigger? He will have expected to hit that second 60 right there.
Jamie McQuire, 100.
It's tops again.
Game
How good is this game?
Jamie,
what has Neil Duff got to do to topple this guy? He's looking bulletproof on his own throw.
And just like that, it's now 3-2 and almost looking ominous to repeat the score of yesterday, which was 4-2, unless Duff can find moments of brilliance. But Owens looking unshakable on the outside.
57.
On the outer ring. And I mean, that's what it is, though. It's like you said earlier, all the scoring is great, but when you can muster up the focus and the calmness to finish a game off, that is where the confidence is built.
I think I've figured out why Owens is playing so well against Duff. You have to spend just a little bit of time with Jamie to understand what he's like.
60.
He's someone who gets a kick out of beating someone with reputation. That's probably why he beat Jeff Smith en route to this Champions Week.
60.
He's the sniper on the stage. He's the one who's targeted Duff 2 nights in a row. This leg is crucial
79.
for Neil to take us all the way. If he doesn't find any trebles here, he's in big trouble.
Neil stands all the way to the left as well. Slightly different, but that shoulder aligns perfectly. Where Owens just throws almost the opposite of David Evans.
Look at that first down, how much it's kicked over.
98.
It was almost covering the 60.
It's like when Justin Pipe used to throw and he landed low in the treble 20. It would cover the bull most times.
135.
Well, Duffman's got this leg. under his own control for now.
83. Now he requires 70.
He's got to stop Jamie Owens from getting a shot at the bullseye or something similar.
30.
He can't stop him
Jamie
anymore.
require
Owens can win this game 4-2. And on the doubles, he is mustard. This time he can't find the treble 18.
84. Now we require 40.
Duff is running out of outs. This has got to go, Neil. And he knows it. Biggest start of the match. Bravo. What a shot.
Nailed off.
What a game. This is insatiable battling on the stage between these two.
Jamie to throw first. Game on.
Jamie consuming considerable amounts of water, considering it's all that energy and adrenaline, just trying to stay calmer. But you didn't mention about Jensen Walker's process.
140.
Owens has a similar process. You'll see that it's a very slow movement and staying focused. And for a player with, I'm not going to say he's limited experience, but just, I mean, he's come out of nowhere and just performed like he is now for the last 3 years. It shows a lot of maturity and understanding what the sport requires to be at the very top.
140.
He's protecting his own throw like he is Fort Knox. I think Duff is getting micro-frustrated here because he just can't seem to make any inroads in the odd-numbered legs. Duff has the darts against Jensen Walker in Game 5.
100.
Jamie is currently on 4 points. So is Duff.
100. Jamie require 121.
He's got an eternity to get rid of this for a 4-3 victory against the Northern Irishman.
89.
What a shot there by Owens. And Duff can only, not even, he won't be able to set up, and that's it.
137.
Should be, considering Jamie's 75% on doubles to this point. Neil will think this is done. That's a bit tricky. White flight in the way.
No score.
If only Neil was able to leave a finish, then he would have a chance to win the match. The only way he can win is if that happens again for Jamie. And that's not likely.
44. Jamie require 32.
Double 16 for the second time. Another tricky double 8.
16.
Well, Neil is on a finish,
Neil,
but this is a huge ask. He needs 2 trebles. He wanted 2 51s.
57.
Just can't seem to get a big score in.
Jamie require
2 trebleless visits to set up 85. But Owens this time has got 3 on double 8. Oh my word. The drama
Neil, you're
on the stage right now. How is this game still going? Here comes the heartbreaker. His name is Duff. And he's missed that by a country mile. That actually looks closer to the treble 18 than the treble 20.
61. Jamie, you require 8.
Well, this is now the 3rd different target that Owens has had for the match. He can't find it.
Now you require 20.
This place has gone cold. Because Neil Duff has just had an incredible act of escapology. Jamie Owens has finished up his second match, missing a bucket full of match darts. And if anybody has got the time to go up to Neil Duff right now, ask him this question. How on earth has that happened? That's like a bonus 2 points for the Duff man. He's not going to say no, because now he's on 6 points with Walker and Keegan Brown. Certain sayings are created for nights like this, because we've gone in Game 2 from the sublime to Game 3, which was the ridiculous. Just to give you the synopsis, if you weren't tuning in for the last game in its entirety, Jamie Owens, 3 wonderful holds of throw. Duff, 3 character-filled holds of throw. Jamie Owens was 291 points ahead when he was going for match darts at double 16.
First leg, it's
Consequently,
Keegan to
11
first.
match darts missed, and Neil Duff walks away with 2 points. And now we have 3 players on 6 points, 2 on 4. And at this stage,
92.
3 games into our 10 tonight, Laura Turner, Keegan Brown is top. Tom Sykes is in 4th.
59.
But that could change. Tom Sykes could actually go top after this game if he gets the right result.
Look, we said expect the unexpected. There was nobody
59.
out of play in Group B. And by way of Tom Sykes, getting past Owen. Brown then demolishing
139.
Jensen Walker. Highest average of the week, standout performance of the week, a 167, 4 from 7 on the outer ring. Our table topper coming into this evening session didn't even have a shot
46.
at a double. That's how dominant the display was. Hasn't had a lot of time off the oche since that. Just the one game in between. But
58.
I don't know about you, but I still cannot call which 3 are going to go through.
And I'm not going to. Unlike a giraffe, I'm not sticking my neck out.
180.
Okay, maybe we can pipe for Brown a little bit. Someone is going to have a very good points total tonight and not get through.
85.
That is the feeling that we're starting to get here.
124.
Someone's going to leave with a great deal of negative emotion here this evening. But this is Champions Week. There's a lot of money on the line
29.
and a very large title
Only require
and
160.
quite a shiny trophy. Oh, look, we're not going to get another 160 checkout. We've had plenty of them this week.
Number 195.
Yeah, we have had our fair share of big finishes.
And there's another one.
The first leg.
Keegan Brown
Keegan Brown
is playing beautifully here tonight. 5 legs played.
Second leg, it's Tom to throw first.
5 legs won. He's doing what Jensen Walker was doing this time last night.
Very measured performances from Keegan Brown. No big
140.
reactions. Very much just going up there, professional, clinical. And I'm just looking at the rest of the fixtures and how the evening pans out.
96.
And that last match between Sykes and Walker, that could be mammoth. That could be group deciding.
100.
We like a shootout.
We do.
We've already had the Western music on our show tonight, saying it's Last Chance Saloon.
180.
Everything that Keegan Brown has got in his locker is coming out this evening. Everything.
140.
Tom Sykes is already sick of him. But he's responding.
He is responding. And for Tom Sykes, obviously a much
96.
more improved start to the
Tommy
evening. He did get one
121.
solitary win yesterday. It did come in this encounter. But we know these type of finishes, they have been bread and butter for Brown so far.
Somebody get the butter. There's the bread.
On the second leg. Keegan
Somebody stick some
Brown.
mustard on it. My word.
Third
This
leg
guy
is
can
Keegan
finish
to
soup
throw
with a
first.
fork.
Game on.
Such imagery just popped into my head then.
43.
This group is just so brilliant. That's what B stands for tonight.
Brilliant.
58.
Blockbuster. It's what we expect on Champions Week.
Yeah, Blockbuster Video went out of business years ago. So just come to Pluto TV and have Blockbuster Darts instead. But if you want to rewatch tonight,
59.
we're not going to ask you for an extra fee because Pluto TV is live and free.
140.
Sounded like the start of a limerick.
Well, Sykes has found himself very
100.
much on the back foot. It's a theme so far when Keegan Brown's been at the oche. Actually, when Keegan Brown's been at the oche so far tonight, he
140.
hasn't actually even allowed his opponents to have a dart at a double. So has the dominance been. Jensen didn't get a dart, and so far Tom Sykes hasn't been able to find his way down to
85. Kicking the
have an opportunity at the outer ring.
He doesn't get a shot at a double this time, but then again, he
58.
didn't need to.
$59. Kicking requires 60.
Tom just can't lay a glove on this guy. Oh, no.
No score.
So good. He's trying to
Tommy
kill it off
require
treble style.
140.
It's not the first time that has happened this week, and it opens up a bit of an opportunity here for Tom Sykes, who can't find the first treble. He's starting to cut a bit of a frustrated
60.
figure.
Keegan requires
Can
60.
Keegan forget about that dart? It was very high. Things
40.
can change in
So I'm
very
requiring
short
80.
spaces of time.
We only have to look at the previous match because Duff was down and out and managed to get away past Jamie Owens. Can he get away past that
60.
flight? Well, he got over the
Keegan
top, but
required
not
20.
high enough.
This is a big visit for Keegan.
10.
Things
Can
like
you
that
require
60 bust
20.
can have profound effects for the rest of a leg, a game, and a night.
10.
Well, Sykes has had his chance.
Keegan require.
If he loses this leg,
10.
he will have to take the blame.
Game shot on the third leg. Keegan Brown.
We went from the brilliant
Fourth leg, it's Tom to throw first.
to the rather humorous in the end. But I don't see any smiles on the stage. Even with a 3-0 lead, Keegan is probably still thinking about the 60 bust.
96.
This is where you've got to be able to press that metaphorical reset button and just get back to work.
58.
Yeah, but Tom Sykes, he really did play himself back into contention with that first win. It was a big 4-1 win. But if he loses 4-0, 4 legs to 1 against Brown here, then all the hard work he's done with regards to leg difference, which could come into play in a group this tight, all that hard work will
42.
be for nothing.
Well, surely it has to. His remaining fixtures are very wide apart for a Group B
57.
scenario. He's got Duff in Game 7. And then Walker in that final game that Laura's already mentioned.
94.
That makes whatever he does in between games paramount.
$100.
See, and even there, that first start for Tom Sykes, you would normally say that you'd get another one, if not fill the entire treble 20 bed.
96. Tommy require 108.
Comebacks have to start somewhere.
92.
That's very professional. Don't get too annoyed by the fact that you don't get a shot at the checkout. Okay, he doesn't really want to go for that because that will fall on the floor. So get your calculator out, Keegan.
131.
Very smart.
Tommy requires 16. Game shot on the
That was
fourth
very
leg.
smart as well.
Tom Sykes.
Every leg has got to mean
Fifth leg,
something
it's Keegan
tonight
to throw
because it's
first.
that tight
Game.
in the table. Even winning that leg could have such a big effect later on.
Yeah, I agree, and he may just rue those missed chances he had earlier on in the match. 4 at a double, gone begging for Tom
58.
Sykes in the previous leg.
There's a lot of people who think that Sykes will not be here next year. He's ready for the Pro Tour in a lot of
134.
people's eyes. If that's the case, get used to games like this. Get used to days like this.
85.
It doesn't get any easier.
No, it's a real test, not of just of your darting ability, that goes without saying, but it's a test of mental
100.
strength. It's how you can bounce back and weather disappointment.
He might draw a fellow Q School graduate in, say,
58.
Players Championship 1 or Players Championship 24 or somewhere in between. But what about the days at 1:01 p.m.? You draw Nathan Aspinall.
97.
You draw Pro Tour specialist Damon Hetta or Chris Dobie. Are you ready for that? Keegan Brown's already been there.
54. Tommy
Done it.
require
Won it.
170.
Tom Sykes is showing a chin here. He's taken a few blows and now he's hitting back.
Yeah, and Keegan Brown, since busting that 60, it just feels like his focus is
180.
not where it was. Well, that
Something like
180 should go
36.
some way to realigning it.
That
Games
is
on the
very
fifth leg,
impressive.
Tom Sykes.
Erasing some of the
Fifth leg,
damage.
it's Tom to throw first. Game on.
Somehow this game is back on throat.
Yeah, that double, a must hit. You felt for Tom Sykes because Brown was ready to pounce, and now Sykes maybe just going through the gears.
139.
You look at the averages and you think, well, it's a decent game. It's better than decent.
140.
This is like two terriers going at it. And I suppose there's one thing we should mention before this game comes to its climax.
57.
If Tom were to somehow win, we'd have 4 players on 6 points and Jamie Owens on 4. It doesn't get any tighter than that.
It's a great first start, but again, he found the 180, it became academic, and you feel this could be the same here.
81.
I'm surprised that Keegan went that route.
Game
Maybe he knew that Sykes was going to get that 11 darter.
Tom Sykes.
This game is at levels.
Final leg, it's Keegan to throw first. Game on.
And there you see, most definitely was a game of 2 halves. Something, the outlier there, clearly that third leg where both players had chances to get across the line. It was a leg that we felt that just knocked Brown off his momentum, for want of a better word, because he bust the 60.
Still won the leg, but maybe
96.
it was stuck in his mind for a little too long. And when you're playing someone like Sykes at his pace, 3 legs can disappear quickly.
99.
41 darts has got Sykes back to 3-3. That's elite. He might have more in him.
140.
Brown's got to find trebles now. Otherwise, his night might take a negative turn.
140.
He really doesn't want to fix that stem.
No, it was an ongoing theme last night. Needs to find a way through, and
58.
It was awkward.
So is this.
120.
That's astonishing composure after a very poor first start.
60.
We skirmish to the death,
99.
as they say in Dungeons and Dragons. 16s? Not enough.
83.
Well, finds it with the last start, but Tom Sykes got a big finish in it.
Well, this game has had an awful lot to admire. And after
16.
all of the work that Tom Sykes has done, he might still lose. He couldn't break Brown in that last leg. What a match it was. And Sykes has still got an awful lot to do. But Keegan Brown is the first to 8 points. He serenely walks away from the stage. The statistics do not tell the story. 4 180s did, and the 4-3 victory for Brown did.
He will be disappointed with that. He wanted to have one dart.
requires 20.
Graham Usher wins the first game of Champions Night, and it was an absolute ripper. He hit one of them on tops. He missed one on double 12. Which one is it? It's the hit!
Outside opportunity for Andy Hamilton. Van der Velde should be getting a match start again here. He's already had one. Mr. Dart at tops for the match to win 4-1. And the Dart at double 16 gets the job done there for Jurgen van der Velde. He gets over the line with a 4-2-6.
Did he go for tops, or did he just overshoot the single? Jimmy doesn't care. Jimmy just looks to eat this up to make the semi-finals for the second time. Adam Gablas has been eliminated. Keep us guessing. This time he's trying to leave double 18. He knows best, and he takes the lead. He is 2 darts away
Jeff requires 86.
from a Super Series final. He's 1 dart away. He doesn't need any more darts. Jeff Smith makes the Series 11 final. Is Usher losing his cool a little bit here?
Oh, absolutely. Right now, I'd say the head's gone. And you don't have long to recover. It is very, very short format darts. Vansky's halfway to victory.
He only needs 1 more. Jimmy Vansky is yet again into a Modus Super Series final.
Flashback vibes. Can Jimmy Vansky do the same? Just needs the 1 treble here on the 19s. Finds it. For the ball.
101.
Oh, unlucky. A lot of pressure on it. He's going to split it. 2 darts for double fourth in a match.
Game. Shot. And the Modus Super Series 11 champion, Jeff Smith.
We move on to game number 5 of this Champions Week Group B session. And before the break, we just saw Keegan Brown become our first player to move on to 8 points. He is now top of the table. The 2 players chasing right behind in second and third of the 2 on your screen. Neil Duff now taking on Jensen Walker. And Jensen Walker was completely brushed aside by our new table topper in Brown, 4-0 in his opening match. And Neil Duff is probably still wondering how he managed to get past the line against Jamie Owens. He got the all-important 2 points, but had to weather 11 match darts from Jamie Owens, who just struggled right at the very end of the match. This, Devon, is shaping up to be one of the hardest tables I can remember in Group B history to try and work out who's going to get through.
Yeah, it's Champions Week. I think that's the one thing, though. Everybody is talented. Everybody's skilled.
58.
We did say that the margins of error is even finer than it was in Group C. But what we saw with Neil Duff's previous game, letting him off the hook like that, especially in this, could have given the table a completely
85.
different complexion. And now I have this theory, though. Hear me out. Jensen Walker is tiptoeing on qualifying, and this game here is the one that is going to determine that. That's my theory.
34.
Yeah, I get it. It feels very important in the context of who is going to get through to tomorrow's finals. And
100.
the other thing, I think Neil Duff will come off the back of that thinking, yeah, I've got away with one. Whereas Jensen Walker, we saw him completely dominate yesterday. Yeah, we know that he did get beaten by an informed Brown. The same thing has happened, but I don't think Jensen's probably been in a scenario where he's not only been whitewashed in that kind of manner, but the fact he didn't have a go at a double, I think that's going to be weighing on his mind, and he would have already seen himself slide down to just being on the edge of qualification.
And I don't think you would have expected that after last night's performance. And again, he's 5 legs without a shot at a double. In his head, he will know that. Duff will know that. The players in the practice room will know that. So the Jensen Walker that turned up yesterday, it's not that he's a different player, because in the first game, he averaged about 97, I think. And where you want to be now is he's going to need to do something special to actually get a leg.
100.
Yeah, by way of Duff winning that in the style that he just did, the opening leg, Jensen still is the player that hasn't had a go at a double yet. we spoke about it in Group C when it came to Charlie Manby. Charlie came from Group A and didn't have the strongest of campaigns in terms of results. I think a lot of people were surprised that he was in Group C. They would have expected him to at least been in Group B. And we asked the question, how does Charlie Manby bounce back from the disappointment of that? Now we're going to have to ask the same question of Jensen Walker, but the problem is Jensen hasn't got another group to go in. He hasn't got another evening to get over that. Has he got that strength of kind of character to bounce straight back right here and now?
I think it's not about him and so much of the character. We know that he can switch it on. It just needs to shake off a bit of the... He's got there's a lot more trebleless visits than he had before. As we see Neil Duff there hitting the perfect first, but not falling with the second. So Jensen now potentially has to take out this 147 with 144, sorry, but he's not going to have another shot at a double. So all of that compiling pressure over and above, and then he's feeling like, we said this before, missing the big number. We've been saying it a lot lately, which is insane because these players are quite accurate. 988.
31.
Jensen Walker will have his first starts at a double tonight.
It could just be one at the ball, and it is the ball for an 89 finish, and that was a great effort, but wrong side of the wire.
Finds the 2-8 and second leg now. Jensen knows under pressure.
Third leg, it's Neil to throw first. Game on.
Duff has held, broke. And you feel as though another hold here puts Jensen in a massive spot of bother because it could be 2 whitewashers in a row.
Yeah, and I remember the last women's series that I played here at the Super Series. I was in Group B. I was top of the table going into the second day. I lost my first 3 matches, 3 legs to 2. And I tell you what, the feeling of when you're sat in that position to then seeing yourself sat in 4th, and it came right down to the very last match between myself and Trina Gulliver as to who was going to go through. It is really hard to negotiate. And as you say, it's just about holding on and doing just enough.
Key thing for Duff here is to make sure that he stays disciplined. He doesn't run ahead and go, I need to jump on him now. I need to jump on him now, because players can do that.
100.
Jensen's not putting in the 2 treble visits right now. So Duff is still in a comfortable position. First start merchant. So it would make sure that when his first start lands, he's in a perfect position consistently. Jensen Walker had 1 dart at the bullseye, and that was it so far. He will feel like this is unfamiliar for him. You can see the way in which he's ripping out the darts as well out of the board. He's frustrated. Double tops now to go 3-0 ahead.
Game show not
Duff is on a mission. Game before this, Jamie Owens let Duff in. This time around, Neil Duff has woken up and gone, Jensen Walker is there to be taken.
100.
And you really feel for Jensen Walker that now is the time. If you are going to lose, you want to be at least chalking up a few legs. Jensen's still sat 3rd on the table, and he will still be 3rd on the table, regardless of this result. But coming up, we've got Jamie Owens, who sat on 4 points just behind him. You've got Tom Sykes sat on 4 points just behind him as well. This could do a whole world of damage to that leg difference. And I don't know what you think, but Paul and I thought this is the type of table that may come down to not just points, but legs.
60.
Definitely, definitely. And I think that more so that Jensen is not, because it could easily come down to the 4 players, but now everybody's in play. And Keegan Brown now has gone from sitting in the table 9-1, getting all of that energy, that negative energy, and transforming into positive. It came out and just set a mark in. This is the first time we've seen Jensen Walker kind of find himself, find the trebles, but Duff has taken the foot off the gas a bit. But it's going to have to go, I feel.
Yeah, and those big finishes is what we saw from him yesterday. We mentioned the 160 already that he found in his very first match. Single 19. It's one dart for a 4-0 victory at tops.
76. Jensen, you're requiring 86.
This is the time now for Jensen. This has to go.
Composed. Taking his time. Standing up solid. Oh, and he misses a big number. Said that multiple times, and he cannot believe it. He's actually checking for the third or fourth time, and quite surprising. Neil Duff now stepping up for a 4-0 whitewash, and this will be the second one of the night. So far, he's only had one dart to the double. Neil Duff, yeah, doesn't want to split the tens. Wants to find the double at this point in time. Neil Duff beats Jensen Walker 4-0. Uncharacteristic here for Jensen Walker. Only one dart at a double in 8 legs. But Neil Duff runs ahead now and is top of the table. See the averages there, 91 for Neil and 77 for Jensen. Next up, we will have Jamie Owens versus Keegan Brown.
Are you ready to lift that trophy, Darius? Yes. Let's do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series 9 champion is Lucky D, Darius Labanowski!
Well, what a wonderful night of darts we have seen, and we are ready. Our champion is ready, and it's trophy time. So receive the trophy. £25,000. The new Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And one more time, the 8th Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And the new Modus Super Series champion is Andreas Dirty Harrison. And one more time, the 7th Modus Super Series champion. Give it up for Andreas Dirty Harrison.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Would you please show your appreciation for your Series 6 Modus Super Series champion, Scott Taylor.
One more time, your new Modus Super Series champion. He is Chucky. He is Jim McEwen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series champion, retaining his title, the Nuke, Luke Littler!
For the viewer on Pluto TV tonight, Group B is living up to all of the hype. It is worth it. And you want to stay with us for another 5 games because the first 5 have given us one almighty surprise in Jensen Walker not even winning a leg so far. Keegan Brown doing Herculean things, and Neil Duff winning his first 2 games again, just like last night. So we go into the final quarter of this group, still with plenty of questions to answer. Jamie Owens has only got 2 games left, and we know that he can only get to 8 points. He's going to have to win both games he's got left to have any chance of qualifying. And Jensen Walker somehow is still in the top 3. Sykes and Brown and Duff, well, they're not there yet, but you would fancy that Duff and Brown are very, very close. What could happen next, Devon Peterson? Because, quite frankly, we've asked a lot of questions tonight, and we've been thinking long and hard about the answers.
The scenarios we painted before this and everything else that we thought would happen gets thrown out the window. I mean, Keegan Brown turning up today and performing like Keegan Brown that we know, a vintage Keegan Brown. That's good signs for him, though, building on that. But Jamie, I mean, the game against Neil Duff, this will be the first time we see Jamie Owens after that. So you kind of almost want to know, does it linger? Does the 11 darts that he missed at a double linger? It doesn't look like it from scoring, but his scoring has never been the issue. It was the outer ring when he needed to take the, just dip the head for the finish line. He wasn't able to do that previously. And I feel as though, even though obviously we know if he loses, he's not going to make it through, potentially. But I mean, even that, 6 points might still get him through, depending.
This is why we love Group B. Because with 5 games to go,
80.
Nobody's safe. This is great drama. Especially when it's Champions Week. It is 11:30 on Friday night. In 24 hours,
61.
We'll have a champion. But 3 people have still got to get there. What is it they say on Titanic? It was Leonardo DiCaprio, wasn't it?
77.
Somebody's life is about to change. Time to put your cards on the table. Makes sense.
46.
The Titanic
Keegan, you require 100.
has a very big story just down the coast in Southampton. But somebody's going to sink tonight. Keegan Brown might be the iceberg.
Jamie, you require 158.
158 here for Jamie Owens. Oh, and just missing it. He's looking, cannot believe it.
He was almost doing the Virgil van Dijk there. Where's the VAR?
98. Keegan, you require 100.
10 plus finish here for Keegan on the button. Double tops. Seems to not put a foot wrong. This time,
80.
just
Jamie
unfortunate.
requires 60.
That was seriously close on both counts. Just don't do what Keegan did in hitting the treble 20 on 60, Jamie. Well done.
Game show.
That one's in.
Jamie Owens.
And I think that smile is more to do with what happened at the end of the previous game,
It's Keegan to throw first.
as opposed to the start of this one. He's going to have to do what he did last night. He's going to have to win his last 2 games
93.
and pray that he's done enough. There's going to be a scenario in these 5 games for Jamie, which is ideal for him. Beating Brown,
57.
beating Walker. Then what does he need? Does he need Duff to beat Sykes?
100.
Does he then need Duff to beat Brown? Just to keep everything close? Time will tell.
98.
I can tell you now, the fire alarm is going to go off because your brain is cooking with so many scenarios.
Oh, yeah. I live for these scenarios here at the Modus Super Series. Get the knife and fork out. This is succulent.
92.
He's got to stop wandering in that 3rd dart. When he's throwing it, he's moving.
I think it's simply because he's so far over to the left, and he just kind of the way in which there's a twist in the fingers, and he's accurate with it though, and you got to give him that. It's
100.
He's been throwing really well. The one thing that I have been trying to figure out is the pull-out, as we see here. Keegan Brown goes for tops again. Missed on the inside before.
46.
This time missed on the other side. And
154.
Jamie Owens now. Could he take out the big one? Shot's on. The shot is on. 2-0 for Owens. But he's just short. He comes inside, same like Brown. So he's a bit of reprieve here for Keegan to level up.
That's a good marker.
Game shot on the second leg.
You might think that he needs to be really close to that top wire for it to be a perfect marker.
Jamie to throw
but the way his darts hit the board, they are flatter than they look. He needs it to be slightly higher than your usual marker. And look at that. Identical averages after a couple of legs. Usually, averages after 2 legs are irrelevant. Not right now.
180.
I was coming to the... Jamie Owens throws left-handed, but pulls the dart out with his right. So his whole entire body's facing you when he pulls it out. Sometimes that can be a small little distraction. I know some players on the tour that used to do that. They used to switch it up. Back to back. 180s. And we won't do what Henry Deacon does. He always starts to get excited at this point. We are going to ignore, we're going to turn the monitor off, and we're going to listen to Owen Biggs. And we hope that we...
Game shot and the third leg. He was dreaming of a 9.
109.
He'd take a 10. Sometimes this place is about moments. Who could forget that 170 finish against Victor Tingstrom that Saturday night? It made this place shake. That's a 10 darter from Owens. And he still doesn't look happy.
He's saying, there it is. There it is. Because he knows how that 11 darts missed at the 32 and the 8s and the 4s could cost him a space in the Saturday.
You and I both know, Devon, that winning the third leg of a contest is very different to winning the 7th. It's easier to win the third leg. Winning the 7th is just a bit more twitchy.
60.
Because that's the leg that gives you the points.
But he was 291 points ahead in the game. So he had 9,000 darts before.
He was going to try and forget about it, and I don't think we're ever going to let him. Unless he wins the series, and then he can shove it in our face. A bit like Kevin Painter did to a commentator when he won the Players in 2011. What is it that Kevin said?
99.
Have a bit of that, son. Legendary response from Kev Painter.
It's a walking meme, isn't he?
96.
You know a thing or two about a dramatic Group B, Devon. You and your little rivalry with Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan.
I like the man. I just don't like him when I'm playing him. Could have put him out, and then he took me out in the finals. I just can't forget it.
Require 109.
Yeah, that was a very weird Group B.
But there was another Group B where
89.
Where we had the same points, but I had something else, and he thought he was through, and he was not. And that's the week I won it.
Well, you're not through until we say you're through.
140. Keegan Brown 20.
But control belongs to the players.
Keegan Brown.
One thing I've noticed about Keegan tonight, he's not getting overexcited by the situation. He's staying in robot mode, which is very good indeed. The job is done when he's got the points
57.
And we can say he's through. Now, because everybody's got points in this group, what we can say is that if Keegan Brown wins this game, he's going to be there. Because 10 points is enough. If you've got 8 points to this point, you look
58.
at Owens at the bottom spot on 4. We have these guaranteed situations in Modus Super Series, like Saturday night. In the groups, if you get 2 points and a leg difference, which is in the plus, you are safely into the semis. It's how it works. In Group B,
99.
if everybody's won a game at least, you get to 10 points, you're there. Which means 1 more win for Brown, 1 more win for Duff. They will be in Champions Night.
180.
The question is, will Owens give him that game? Simply because of the performance that he's been
58.
showing. Yeah, he has 10 data, throwing maximums for fun. Keegan Brown doing enough to stay in the game.
100.
But you feel as though the moments of brilliance plays with Jamie. Do
100.
you feel as though Keegan Brown could be playing it too safe? I'm just trying to not make mistakes.
Oh, I don't know. I get the feeling the intensity of this guy is palpable. You can feel it.
90. Keegan to require 147.
Well, this is a difficult out. We were all holding our breath because he's been the king of the big out in this group.
99. Jamie requires 60.
Now Jamie Owens has got something to say about 88. More trouble. And Brown is waiting.
Game shot.
He's got them both.
Jamie Owens.
That was a revenge dart.
There was a
Sinclair
little, there
gets
was a
Keegan to
little
throw first.
mini roar there,
Game on.
and you can see the smirk on Keegan Brown's face. There's a mini roar, and it's not about Keegan. It wasn't about the match. It's just about what transpired the game before this and how that double A cost him an advantageous spot on the log. And you see the person that he allowed to win is now at the top of the tree.
Now, what say you, Devon, on the fact that he's going to win the game on double 4? Because if he does, it means he's hit
100.
all of the doubles that he missed to win the previous game.
And I bet you he won't be happy still because he lost the game that he can't
59.
change
Dart
anything
players
about
are
it.
very, very hard to please. I know some dart players who could be offered a 4-0 victory and they'd say, well, why can't I win 5-0?
84.
I know the acronym as well.
Keegan is not going to give up. He really does want to get this done with a game to spare. His last game is against Neil Duff.
180.
And at the minute, Jamie Owens is turning into a tiger.
How good is he, though? It's insane that he's this good. And he's only come onto the scene since he played on the Modus the first time. And then people started to mention his name and his previous profession and all of those things. But now he's just
59.
a fantastic dart player.
Jamie
It's
require 137.
just such a great thing to see.
He's an ADC product. We can say that without a shadow of a doubt. Okay. That leaves double 13. He's got it wrong, but it could go so right.
111.
In all the years that I've been watching and playing darts, I've never seen anybody do that on 137.
39.
Well, surely he's got to go 18 double 4 here.
I think he goes 10.
He's going straight for it.
Game
Why
shot
not?
and the match.
That is the first defeat
Jamie
of
Owens.
Keegan Brown tonight. So he's going to have to press pause on getting through. And Jamie Owens is at it again, playing better in the second half of the night. And how? Nearly 100 average. Very good doubling this time. for a 4-2 victory against the Needle.
$54. Charlie McGuire, 164. $44. $32. Charlie required 120.
Well, 120. He's got a fair, at least 2 handfuls at this. Just needs to stay
60.
there. That's a good shot. Halves his score. Leaves himself on a 2-darter.
$26. Charlie
Time on his
required
side
60.
to become back-to-back singles champion.
$40.
Definitely a couple of nerves in those last 2 darts. But he'll be coming back.
It's a moment he's been in before this situation. Standing at the back of the stage,
Charlie
approaching the
required
jockey with a
20.
chance to win the title.
He did this to win the first title, if you remember.
11.
I think he's gone.
Georgia
I think
McGuire,
he's gone to
180.
bust it, maybe. The first title he won, he wanted 20. He went 6-7-7 to win it. He had a chance to replicate it again.
Yeah, I get the feeling that was for a bust, and
39.
on that situation there, George Gay wasn't even able to take it out going to the 18s on that switch.
Yeah, I think he just panicked a bit, but he's done well to get that big one.
Sometimes can be the hardest part.
Georgia requires
This is it.
79.
It's got to be 19s. It's got to be 19s for this shot. Big 20 and a double. He's got the first one. He's going to get a match dart here.
$59. Charlie
Threw the entire
required
body into that
8.
one. Just didn't want to let go of the dart.
No score.
He's given George a chance.
Georgia require 20.
I think George has been quite good on double 10 today.
So many opportunities for Charlie Murphy.
Go
Couldn't get the job
it.
done.
Got in the match. And the Red Dragon
George
Modus
Skate.
Super Series Influencers Champion, George Skate. League of Legends winner is the Owl, Richie Hawker.
As he is the wizard, Simon Whitlaw.
Vinakana.
Gemma Hayter! Lisa Ashton! Bullseye says yes. Bullseye's got!
Double trial for a 9-dart finish.
Keegan Brown! It's the Netherlands! The Republic of Ireland! Oh, hello!
What was that about double start?
92.
He forgot.
The winner, a double trouble 2, is the Vaughan Robert Morton!
Yes! Just what the doctor ordered.
That is special.
The African warrior, Devon
Permission to get excited for 2026, sir. Permission granted. Because 2026 will see us start the year with the ADC Global Championship finale. That's on the 4th of January. You've got the Senior Showdown after that. And you've got all sorts of lovely action over the course of the next 12 months coming your way live on Pluto TV. We've got Series 13, 14 and 15, as well as Double Trouble coming back. And of course, international pairs, which is always great fun. And the ADC Global will be a lot sooner in 2026. That will be in early November with other stuff yet to be announced. So stay tuned to our social feeds and to Pluto TV to find out more over the course of the next few months. Exciting times ahead. And exciting times ahead here, because we've only got 4 games to go. And so far, we are still waiting for someone to go through. Neil Duff in this game, if he beats Sykes, will accomplish 2 things. He will qualify, and Tom Sykes will probably not. This is the point where Sykes has got to put his foot down. He's out of lives. He will have to win this game. He will have to beat Jensen Walker in game 10 and pray that's enough.
Game on.
Yeah, I was saying to Devon previously that I cannot remember a Group B which has run as close and as tight as this. Yeah, we've had very compact groups, don't get me wrong, but the fact that we have only got 4 games left, we're over the halfway point and we still don't actually know one player that's going to make it through to finals night. It's making for very intriguing reading.
It is. This really could go to the wire. Let's say that Sykes does win here. He goes to 6 points. There's 2 points between all of them. And then we say that Jensen Walker beats Jamie Owens.
180.
That
would put Owens out.
Yeah, the one thing we do know really that this is a bit of a last chance saloon for Tom Sykes. Got off to the perfect start. He got the 4-1 win over Jamie Owens, but then was brushed aside 4 legs to 3 by
91.
Keegan Brown, who has looked inspired despite losing to Jamie Owens in the last match.
I really do hope that Champions Night is as good as this group, because if it is, it's going to be like a very, very shiny 5p coin straight off the press. It'll be mint.
Duff did get the better of Sykes yesterday, 4 legs to 2, but
now we have 121.
it's exceptional setup play from Tom Sykes. And the 1-2-1, it's that single number again. It's proven problems at times for Neil Duff.
That was an Olympian eye roll from Neil.
You could almost hear it.
Indeed. Double 10 for Tom.
Game shot on the first.
Bank that one.
Tom Sykes.
He also has a leg difference problem, does the man from Castleford.
Second leg against Tom to
He
throw
doesn't
first.
just need to win the games, he needs to win
Game on.
with a little bit of a cushion. And just like that, by winning the first leg of the game, he's gone from 5th to 3rd.
180.
Take election night, bin it. Take transfer deadline day, bin it. It's got nothing on a group like this.
No, we keep looking at permutations, and to be honest, there's still so many left that there's no point trying to list them all. This is a night where you just try
97.
well, you just have to sit back and enjoy the action and just see how it all pans out. We mentioned it right at the beginning. It could come down to that very last encounter between Tom Sykes
100.
and Jensen Walker.
Can you visualise this, Laura? You're of a similar age to me. I'm sure you've seen Jon Snow in action, not the one in Game of Thrones. If he was a darts commentator with his swingometer, he'd have a field day with this group.
58.
Yeah, well, the swingometer at the moment is definitely in the direction of Tom Sykes.
Very much so.
108.
He's going great guns so far, putting Neil on the back foot for the first time tonight. Although he was a little bit, wasn't he, against Owens?
100.
Somewhat fortunate to get through that game after 11 match darts were missed.
Yeah, it could all come back down to that particular match. The
So leg
future
is
of
nil
Duff
to
very
throw
much on the line,
first.
but Tom Sykes, with his back against the wall in a match that he has to win, kicks off with 14 and 13 darters, 27 darts for 1,002 points.
I think I've seen this version of Sykes before. If you rewind to the group stage of Champions Night in Series 6, he lost his first game and then he went bananas in the next two matches. Ultimately lost in the final to Scott Taylor. If Neil Duff does not make Champions Night tonight, he's going to need a wide berth. He has never been this close to making the final night of a series. He's never been this close. But he's not safe.
140.
No, and I don't think Neil Duff is this kind of person, but obviously we sit on the outside, we look in. He had a very good start to yesterday evening. He won his opening 2 matches. He doesn't necessarily want a repeat of what happened yesterday. A loss here, and then all that pressure could go on his last remaining match, which is against Keegan Brown.
I'm going to say this while I can, because it seems unfathomable, but it is a fact. Jensen Walker is bottom of the table as of right now.
100. Now we require 150.
Beautiful. Double 18.
132.
Well, if Sykes
Tom
gets a
require
shot
154.
at a double here, he might fancy it. He does. Thunderous from Sykes. Look at that.
Tom Sykes
stares at the board like it's an enemy. What a shot.
Fourth leg, it's Tom to throw
Yeah,
first.
great sportsmanship as well from Neil Duff, who suffered the disappointment of missing the 150, the big finish himself. But yeah, Tom Sykes, that was some reaction. We don't get a lot from him in ways of kind of that aggressiveness towards the board. We do see frustration, but we are not seeing any of that here.
I am so impressed with this performance. This is just as good as what Brown was doing earlier.
180.
All 5 of you take a bow. This group is indescribable.
140.
Which is pretty difficult coming from someone who is supposed to describe it for a living.
Yeah, does make things a little bit tougher than they normally are.
100.
Yeah, where's Sid Waddell in his dictionary? He would love this.
He would, yeah. Now, the only caveat to what you were mentioning earlier about the fact that if Tom Sykes gets over the line here, it will be Jensen Walker at the foot of the table, is the fact that Jensen's still got 2 games left.
Indeed he has.
That is the only saving grace at the moment.
But he hasn't won a leg tonight yet.
45.
You would not have said
Tom
that
Require
going into this
164.
evening.
Well, how about raising it another 10? He's got 6 darts from here to throw a little bit of extra magnesium on the fireworks.
Yeah, Jensen Walker could be suffering a similar kind of evening as Tom Sykes had yesterday, just caught unawares in that opener and not able to recover quick enough.
Tommy require 100.
Sometimes all you can do is step back and say, wow, this was good. Well, that first dart was not.
36.
And for Duff, he's played himself into a position not only to get across the line at a leg, but to break the Tom Sykes throw, and break he does.
Neil Duff. Fifth leg, it's Neil.
Much like Duff, I simply can't get enough of this wonderful stuff.
Imagine
140.
someone like Duff, man, feels like he's kind of been pulled through a bit of the ringer tonight, because quite honestly, getting over the line against Jamie Owens must have felt like this kind of unreal experience, considering he survived 11 match darts. Then he sails past Jensen Walker 4 legs to nil, and he's really having to throw absolutely everything at Tom Sykes just to stay in the match.
Yeah, this is like caber tossing at the Highland Games.
78.
I'm just trying to think. I don't think I know what it is, but I don't think I've ever watched it.
It's a very big log.
No, yes, I know.
Yeah, something that's heavier than Ryan Searle's darts.
138.
This has been so good this evening that I think these dart players are going to walk away with bruises.
99. Now we require 100.
Yeah, but Tom Sykes for me now just needs to be a bit careful because Neil Duff playing himself into form. One dart late.
90.
And that shake of the head in between that throw, to me, it upsets the momentum sometimes.
Yeah, that's a leg you expect to kill off before there's any
100.
trouble.
Now you're required 10.
Whatever you do, don't go low. Don't go low.
No score. Tommy required
Sykes
84.
gets a chance to finish this one off. Double 12. It's a wonderful performance from Sykes, and he's not done yet. And Neil Duff is not through yet. There's 2 points separating bottom and top, and there's only 3 games to go. We can't get enough of this wonderful stuff, that's for sure. There's going to be more after the break, after that 4-1 victory, which keeps Sykes in it.
And what a night it's been so far. Series 12 Champions Week. Neil Duff and Keegan Brown at the top of the table, but there's 3 following players all on 6 points. There is nowhere to turn. Jamie Owens cannot lose this game. Jensen Walker yet to pick up a victory tonight. Tom Sykes just delivered 101 average. ladies and gentlemen, we are hanging on to every single dart, and I want you to stay with us because we have Jensen Walker versus Jamie Owens. Jamie Owens just beat Keegan Brown the game before this fantastically. Jensen Walker yesterday topped the group, easy walk through cruising. Today he has been limited to 1 dart at the bullseye as a checkout. He's lost both games, whitewashed. So yeah, Laura, how's your evening been?
Honestly, I keep looking at this table.
Game on.
We've only got 3 games left and we still don't know who will populate that field going into the finals later on Saturday. But Jensen Walker,
59.
He's been asked questions of today. He's been found on the back foot a couple of times, but you just don't expect it to continue. I've been impressed with the way that everyone has played. They've upped their games, and Walker's just been caught on the back foot, but he's the player with 2 games left. He's got this game against Owens, and he'll see out the evening against Tom Sykes. There is still everything to play for everyone.
Jensen Walker on 6 points, wins 2 games, gets to 10. Jamie Owens loses this game, he's out. But he wins this game, he's potentially in.
100.
We still don't know anything more than what we knew.
We do know that Jensen Walker now is 205 and Jamie Owens is going to throw a maximum.
100.
Oh, unlucky there, and that's just based on his shape of his barrel. But now Jensen Walker, I feel as though tonight has the reason why he finds himself in the position, bottom of the log, simply because his trebless visits has increased
96.
by more than double
Jensen,
tonight.
148.
Yeah, and then when he has had these long-range opportunities as well, and yes, they have been relatively few and far between, but when he's had them, he hasn't been able to find those big, powerful finishes that we saw yesterday. Well, he's going to get another chance here for 88. And again, this could be the second dart that he gets at a double. It might just be the ball.
88.
Can't miss the big number. Does not miss it, so 77.
Game shown the
Back
first.
in the swing.
Jensen Walker.
Second time of asking.
Second leg is Jamie to throw.
And you're right there, though. It kind of mixes up with what I'm saying about him not finding that first dart and having trebleless visits. And when you have those long shots, the ton checkouts, you need your first dart to be good. And he's been caught lagging. But the 2 games he kind of been caught lagging is against Keegan Brown 59. And Neil Duff, who topped the group so far on the top of the table. And it's against really, really capable players. Keegan Brown came out of the blocks this evening. Sorry. Oh, yeah, we are in the morning, but he didn't play. Played yesterday.
It all just merges into one after a while, doesn't it? This is, this is the place to be if you like darts 24/7.
Yeah, morning darts, cup of tea,
91,
and a biscuit. Enjoying this fantastic festival of tungsten.
83.
I feel as though Jamie Owens now, similar to what he done yesterday. Opening games wasn't as spot on as he should have been. Missed an opportunity against Duff, and then just switched on though. So he should actually come 2 hours early, play against somebody in the venue so that he can be ready for when his game is on.
Kind of tricking yourself, aren't you? Trick yourself into performing like it's game number 4 from match number 1. But what I've liked about Jamie Owens, though, that fight, that determination, that ability to bounce back from the disappointment of missing all those match darts at a double, and his tops with a 110, and it's found by Jamie Owens. We're level at 1 apiece, and again, everyone's just giving Jensen Walker a lot to think about. To go into this group, top of the table, to then find yourself at the foot and not picking up wins. It's difficult to bounce back, but you just get the sense that Jensen Walker is now starting to warm to the task.
Jamie Owens is cooking. He's not even coming to a boil. It's a straight cook. He's like on a Bunsen burner.
60.
And that is what it is. I'm so extremely impressed. I've liked him before. I mean, just the way in which he came through, performed well. But just seemed as though since playing in the ADC,
39.
and Paul Nicholson made a direct comment saying he is a product of the ADC movement currently. And
97.
he's just improved so much. And that's what competitive darts can do for you. Now he's a winner, and potentially the door's not even closed on his championship hopes for tomorrow or later on.
No, to an extent he is in control of it, as much as if he can get past Jensen Walker, he's given himself the best opportunity. I just wonder if he's going to look back over this evening and just rue that match that went the way of Neil Duff. But
180.
maximum number 2 in this match, max number 7 for the evening for Jamie Owens.
59.
Jensen Walker
Jamie
just
requiring
trying
42.
to just find something, swinging, can't understand. And this is where, as a player, you do not want to be. But that double tops has been a very good friend for Owens.
22.
And as they call it, it's the commentator's curse. He's been hitting it all the time. But now 85, you feel as though it might just be a bullseye. Double 5.
70.
Wayward. It's because his
Jamie
exposure
require
to it, and he
20.
knows that he's not got enough darts. He's got a pop finish.
Yeah, and there was a reaction there from Jensen Walker. You don't see it too often. We commented on his composure, and that's the reason why Jamie Owens might be shaking his head, but he's punished that one dart that Jensen Walker had at double 5. Owens just taking his time up to the Oki. He knows the importance of this, as does Walker, as do we.
57.
Jamie Owens now, as we have a live table, because he's leading the game now, he's moved into 3rd position.
Do you reckon if we actually go back and look over the evening that pretty much everyone's been in every position so far today? Because it really does feel like it.
97.
It feels as though as soon as you walk out, that table changes. It's like somebody's playing a trick on you. It's just the level. Another maximum year for Jamie Owens, and that would take him up to maximum number 8 for the evening, 3 for the
85.
match. And
Jamie require 143.
I think Walker would feel as though there's a massive target on his back, and everybody's just going for him. 1-4-3, the shot, double 16.
111.
Just on the outside. It's a wire bender. 32 when he returns, but Jensen Walker is not even in the club. He's not on the dance floor. Can't hear the music. So Jensen is going to watch Jamie
Game shot on the 4th flag.
complete the double 8, which was his Achilles heel against the Neil Duff game in the Neil Duff game.
5th flag is Jensen.
11 darts on a match-winning double and could not find it, and now just doing it with ease.
He seems to have written the wrongs of that match, and Walker now finds his first maximum. And that for Jensen Walker, not just the first max of the match, but the first of the evening. He's stepping up his game, but I just wonder, because he came into it's such a competitive group. We've said that it's Champions Week, we expect it, but he's come in, he was top of the table, he was really dominant yesterday. Everyone seems to have pulled out one of their best
83.
performances against Jensen Walker today. He's had that target on his back.
100.
Insane stat. Out of 12 games thrown, Jensen's only won 1.
60.
Yesterday he was performing as if he owned the place. He was the only player to lift the Champions Trophy before.
60.
So you feel as though he knows exactly what is required. He's got the experience, has that winning feeling. And yet, even though he's 3-1 behind, he's still not out of it. If he loses nice and tight, he still has a shot.
And it kind of comes down to what we were talking about and what we've predicted, that in a group where it runs that tight, it can come down to the last match. And what a scintillating tie, because it's Jensen Walker taking on Tom Sykes.
And as we said earlier on, scoreline dependent.
Jamie Maguire, 161.
161 for the match. Does not find the treble. Tight though. Win 25, got the 12, so rushing around there. 51.
32.
You feel as though this 32 is going to have to go. That's Widewood. That's another wayward one. That one is in, and
Jensen Walker.
you feel as though there could be a fight back, yeah.
Sixth flag is Jamie to throw first.
Well, it's simple. Owens must win this match to stay in contention. Walker needs perfection from here on in. He's going to have to find a way to break Jamie Owens' throat. And that
96.
power scoring so far that we've seen from Jamie Owens, we've seen 3 maximums. We've seen impressive finishing as well. He wants that all to come together, because if this goes 3 apiece, then again, I think it's going to be anyone's.
Owens just looks bulletproof on his throw. Seen against Neil Duff, except that last leg. But even then, he outscored Neil Duff and was 291 points ahead. But now, I feel as though 2 big trebles, yeah, will change the complexion. He might go up, yeah.
134.
Yeah, yesterday, I didn't feel that Jamie Owens looked particularly comfortable on the Oki. The darts were landing in awkward angles. He was struggling to get them to stick into the board. And today, very much improved. Very much improved indeed.
91.
I'm not sure if that was for the 2 tops or for the treble 20.
It was a bit of an in-betweener. We'll give it to him. But double tops now.
Jamie require 40.
To keep his hopes alive. Double 10. Double 5 chasing around. And this is what happened against Neil Duff.
30.
An opportunity presented itself. And Owens choked on the line.
Treble 19 must be found. Owens gets a reprieve.
39.
Double 5 and more match-winning opportunities coming in for Jamie Owens.
Jamie Owens goes inside, so it's an open opportunity for Jensen Walker. The process is now back in flow. Water, stand in front of the Oki, look up, breathe, step to the Oki, and the first dart lands in 57. Double tops now to stay in the match.
57.
Owens now has an opportunity here to hurt Jensen Walker's chances of qualifying for Saturday and give himself a chance. Blocked it. Can't get in. He's going to have to do the Houdini shot. Stand on the table. Throw over the top.
2.
Missed it.
It was a great effort. Yeah, you could actually say, I can't see it. There is
20.
nothing that the referee Owen Binks can do about it.
9 darts now gone for the match for Jamie Owens.
15.
And he's got another opportunity. It's Duff all over again.
2.
Double one's the shot. First dart. Second dart. 1 in hand.
No score.
That is 12 darts
Jensen
gone.
5.
And that was his opportunity. Luckily, this is not a deciding leg.
Luckily for Owens, but Walker still needs to find a way, and he does in the end. He pins double 1
Jensen Walker.
for just a 5 checkout, but what an important find it was. Now, we know full well that Jamie Owens, after missing those match-winning opportunities against Neil Duff, came out in that next match, and he was shaking his head throughout, despite the fact that he was winning. It was against Keegan Brown, who was top of the table, and even when he was hitting the doubles, he wasn't happy. Can he get over it mid-match? That's now the question for me.
I think he's going to have a problem. He finished all his water, so his process is now completely different. But scoring the maximum, I think that the Duff game, when that happened, he didn't have this opportunity to correct it. But Jensen Walker now knows how important this is. First a trebleless visit, then a 177.
Yeah, brilliant recovery from Jensen Walker. Could have been in all sorts of trouble when
57.
Owens kicks off. It's his fourth maximum of the match. The scoring hasn't been a problem, but getting across the line on a couple of these matches has been difficult for Jamie Owens.
It's been a challenging day for Jensen. He's now averaging 79. He's not been in his vintage 90, late 80s, early 90s average. That's simply because he's finding it hard to find the treble. 1-2-4 the shot now.
Jamie, requiring 124.
How ironic will this be on the bullseye? On the bullseye.
99.
And that was the shot.
Jensen require 124.
Similar range finish here for Jensen Walker. Finds the 25 as treble 20, and that can't be found either.
105.
Is this the time where Jamie Owens can eventually get across the line against Jensen Walker? Takes his time. You can understand he's reliving those mismatched darts so far. But double A is found. You can see the reaction. Yes, there is the winning double. Jamie Owens winning 4 legs to 3 over Jensen Walker. The fight back from Walker, winning his first few legs of this evening's action, and he does have one more game left at the end of the evening. They're the tail of the tape, but the penultimate match of the evening will see Keegan Brown take on Neil Duff.
He will be disappointed with that. He wanted to have one dart.
Requires 20.
Graham Usher wins the first game of Champions Night, and it was an absolute ripper. He hit one of them on tops. He missed one on double 12. Which one is it? It's the hit.
Outside opportunity for Andy Hamilton. Van der Velde should be getting a match start again here. He's already had one. Mr. Darter tops for the match to win 4-1. And the Darter double 16 gets the job done there for Jurgen van der Velde. He gets over the line with a 4-2-6.
Did he go over the tops, or did he just overshoot the single? Jimmy doesn't care. Jimmy just looks to eat this up to make the semi-finals for the second time. Adam Kaplas has been eliminated. Keep us guessing. This time he's trying to leave double 18. He knows best, and he takes the lead. He's 2 darts away from a Super Series final. He's 1 dart away. He doesn't need any more darts. Jeff Smith makes the Series 11 final. Is Usher losing his cool a little bit here?
Oh, absolutely. Right now, I'd say the head's gone. And you don't have long to recover. It is very, very short format darts. Van Skee's halfway to victory.
He only needs one more. Jimmy Van Ski is yet again into a Modus Super Series final.
Flashback vibes. Can Jimmy Van Ski do the same? Just needs the one treble here on the 19s. Finds it. for the ball.
101.
Oh, unlucky. A lot of pressure on it. He kind of split it. 2 darts for double 4 for the match.
Game. Shot. And the Modus Super Series 11 champion, Jeff Smith.
Welcome to the Madhouse, and I mean that literally, because we have seen double one left many, many times tonight. And look at what we've had. 3 players on 8 points, 2 players on 6. But look at Neil Duff's name. It's changed colour, and for the first time, the Duff man is going to Champions Night. I'm sure that's filtered through to the practice room, or indeed the stage, in the last couple of minutes. He's waited a very, very, very long time to make his first appearance on a Saturday night at the end of a series. It's finally happened because he's done enough. As for Keegan Brown, he will play Duff in this game, and he will qualify if he gets 1 leg. We'll get on to the rest in due course. Let's focus on this one because, let's face it, Devin Peterson tonight, this has not disappointed. This has been everything and more.
I think we knew that coming into night
Game
2,
on.
just because everybody picked up points. So nobody was cut adrift. Everybody had something to play for. Keegan Brown started the evening with a 9-1. And he was
94.
It was definitely perturbed by that. Just got the inner beast coming out. The needle showed some needle there. But Neil
60.
Duff, yesterday, started off great, ended off poorly. Today, Jamie Owens gave him an
96.
opportunity, and that was the opportunity that could have seen Jamie Owens through. Neil Duff in a peculiar spot right now.
Indeed.
100.
Jamie Owens in 3rd position in the table is not safe. 8 points
140.
is not safe. We don't say that every Friday. And we definitely don't say that very often on a Friday in a Champions Week.
100.
More on that in the last game of the session between Sykes and Walker. Walker has kept himself in the hunt
97.
by getting 3 legs in the previous game. So he deserves a pat on the back for that. He's still alive, but only just. Brown will be through if he hits this 74 to get to his first Champions Night. Tops.
34. Neil, you require 140.
Pause is pressed. So he will get another chance in the first leg of this contest. How much he knows, we do not know.
60. Keegan require 40.
What we
Game
do
shot
know
the first
is that the
leg.
needle on home
Keegan
turf
Brown.
is going to go to Champions Night.
Second leg, it's Neil to throw first. Game on.
He doesn't look like someone who is going to Saturday night in his own mind, but we can confirm that his name has turned to gold.
100.
We always knew it was going to happen fast. It's like building a house of cards, then all of a sudden there's a tornado coming through the door.
57.
And that tornado could be Tom Sykes.
It certainly could. That's a provisional
60.
position for Keegan, taking the lead in the game. Gives him a provisional 2 points to hurdle Duff to the top of the table.
140.
Darts is such a beautiful game, isn't it?
It doesn't disappoint. It really doesn't.
100.
Patrice Evra should have been a commentator. I love this game.
Group B winners over the course of time.
140.
Let's go back to Series 1. Conan Whitehead won Group B, won the series, became the very first Super Series champion.
164.
Luke Littler, Series 4, won Group B, won the series. Scott Taylor, Series 6, won Group B, won the series. Darius Labanauskas, Series 9. Jeff Smith, Series 11. Do you get what I'm saying? Win the group. The climate is pretty sunny.
20. Now he requires 60.
Double top for Duff.
20.
How has that not gone in?
Keegan, you require 20.
He can scarcely believe it. Oh, what was that look about?
No score.
Ferocity from the needle.
Now you require 40.
Neil now needs double tops.
Game shot on the
Finds the double tops, and
Nailed up.
it's not a...
Third leg, it's Keegan to throw first.
I don't think they know exactly. I think both of these players are probably, because they're not table studiers, you know. And I would think that Neil Duff just wants to win, and like you said, being ignorant of the table is a major key.
41.
Fancy a quick fire quiz, Devon?
Go for it.
11 series have been completed. How many people have won the series
41.
after finishing second in Group B that week?
4.
None.
70.
Based on what we've communicated in the last couple of minutes, you might want to win this game, because there's a bit of a curse on second spot in Group B in Champions Week. People have been close.
180.
Very close.
Did you see that stare to the camera?
Oh, he knows where the cameras are. They both do.
92.
There was like a deep stare, as if he were to say, I am here.
Yeah, it's not at the lens, it's through the lens.
67.
Tom Sykes has finished second in Group B before in a Champions Week. We know that he hasn't won a series. People like Reece Colley,
140.
Rob Grundy, Steve West, Darryl Pilgrim's finished second in Group B twice in Series 1 and 3.
30. Now you require 158.
Another.
98. Keegan, you require 87.
This feels like a temporary reprieve from what we've seen tonight. They're both through. But there's only one man in the lead, and that's the man in the pink.
Keegan Brown. Fourth leg, it's Neil to throw first.
There's a good check out there, because Neil Duff breaks there, changes the entire perspective. I think this match deserves a 4-3. You can tell that Keegan Brown is eager because he's chasing up behind, so he really excited and wanting to get this over and done with. It's also a rich vein of form now. He's experiencing a consecutive amount of games as well. Playing phenomenally well
60.
tonight. It's actually the first time I've seen him play this well for a very long time.
Yeah, Keegan's been switched on tonight, hasn't he?
100.
In fact, this fixture for me is a bit like the AC/DC album Fly on the Wall from the late 80s. Because Keegan Brown has been shaking the foundations of this place with the way he's played tonight. And Neil Duff is trying to sink the pink.
Not a big fan of AC/DC.
57.
Can't beat a bit of AC/DC, can you now? I like Neil Duff's shirt though. Very different. Love it.
77.
Keegan Brown, KB and ND. Love it. Look at that. On show. A little 3D number.
Yeah, it sounds like an American radio station, doesn't it? KBND.
130.
Bringing you jazzy tunes. 159, certainly a bogey.
95.
Good little return there. So Keegan Brown now can break the Duff throw.
Still on. Well, it was for just about 1.5 seconds.
33.
That's the big number again.
Now we
I
record
wonder how many
64.
big singles have been missed this week. It's something in the region of 25,000.
Double tops now for 64.
44.
Does not find it.
Keegan record
42. Great opportunity here for Keegan to close in on a victory.
Oh, it's a wonderful dart. That clip of the wire on the inside, it's such a lovely sound.
Fifth leg, it's Keegan to throw
Especially when it goes on the right side of it. 3-1 Brown.
A little clink there against the wire.
I wonder what Jamie Owens is thinking right now. He's done all he can.
137.
I think he's thinking about the Duff game.
Well, one thing that Jamie Owens doesn't want is a Tom Sykes victory in the next game because that would knock him out.
100.
What he wants is a Jensen Walker win.
4-3.
About 4-3 or 4-2. That's what we're coming into. And look at that from Brown. I've not seen him look like that since he won the World Youth against Robbie John Rodriguez. And that was an eventful game. Played in front of 10,000 people at the O2. He really wants this now. He's going to come back tonight and he will have fans. I wouldn't want to be on that ferry from the Isle of Wight. It's going to be busy. Match winning opportunity.
31.
That might be the first time in a while that someone has only just hit a single and missed the double.
The law of Laura.
That's got a ring to it.
121. Keegan required 32.
Nobody's laughing on the stage.
Game show.
LOL is 3 letters. So is WIN. And that's what KB has just done. Neil Duff and Keegan Brown have both qualified for Champions Night. It is job done. Wasn't necessarily about the win in that game, but Keegan is going to win this group. And he's done so with a 4-1 victory against the former WDF champion of the world.
Are you ready to lift that trophy, Darius? Yes. Let's do it then. Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series 9 champion is Lucky D, Darius Lewandowski!
Well, what a wonderful night of darts we have seen, and we are ready. Our champion is ready, and it's trophy time. So receive the trophy. £25,000. The new Modus Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen! Super Series champion, the Terminator, Marvin Van Velzen. And the new Modus Super Series champion is Andreas Dirty Harrison. And one more time, the 7th Modus Super Series champion. Give it up for Andreas Dirty Harrison.
The moment we've all been waiting for. Would you please show your appreciation for your Series 6 Modus Super Series champion, Scott Taylor.
Time, your new Modus Super Series champion. He is Chucky. He is Jim McEwen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Modus Super Series champion, retaining his title, the Nuke, Luke Littler.
This is the last game that will determine who is in Champions Night. One spot left. 3 players can still snag that last position. Tom Sykes simply has to win this game to leapfrog Jamie Owens in 3rd position to get to another Champions Night. It would be a 4th. As for Jensen Walker, he's looking for his 2nd and he's looking to get the trophy back. But in order to even have a chance...
First leg, it's Tom to throw first. Game on!
He's got to beat Tom Sykes by a margin. He's left himself with so much to do because he has not won a game tonight. Oh, how things can change. And oh, how much he would love to play the way he did against Sykes on Thursday night. Because he has to. He can afford to relinquish
85.
Very little against Sykes. He's going to have to win 4-0 or 4-1. Sykes
60.
qualifies with a win. And if Sykes gets to 2 legs, Jensen Walker cannot get another chance at the trophy.
99.
What a group this has been, Laura.
36.
Yeah, and you've also got Jamie Owens just waiting in the wings. He can still get through dependent on this result. But it's Sykes already just taking that early initiative.
135.
Good visit, but it could be academic for Jensen Walker.
Game show on the first
1 down
leg.
for Sykes,
Tom
and Walker
Sykes.
has no wiggle room left.
Second leg, it's Jensen to throw first. Game on.
Well, Sykes, he really does
96.
look very locked into this one. And he did so in his previous game as well. That 4-1 victory against
91.
Duff. That was as impressive as anything we've seen this week.
In fairness, I think Tom Sykes, from the very first start that we saw in the opening match of this session, has very much looked locked in. He knew he had a mammoth mountain to climb and just hasn't seemed to have looked back since.
First things first.
98.
If Sykes wins this leg, Walker can't qualify, but Sykes still needs to win.
180. Jensen to require 160.
What more can you say? I think he's going for it.
Yeah, and he's going to get a chance at it as well. Tom Sykes leaving
81.
everything to the very last
Required
match.
50.
Tops.
Game shot
Jensen
the
Walker
second
will
leg.
not get a second
Tom
title this year.
Sykes.
He's left himself with too much to do,
Third leg, it's Tom to throw first.
and I think he knows it. The
Game.
writing is on the wall, and now we turn to 2. It's between Owens and Sykes. Owens can't do a thing, and look at what Sykes is up to.
180.
And we knew the levels that Tom Sykes had. And Walker
177.
firing back that 180, 177 from Jensen Walker. The numbers are astronomical. I know we're only in the third leg, but both these players just demonstrating exactly what they can do.
80.
This is what Tom Sykes really can do.
180.
This is simply outrageous. The only thing that's missing, really, from this Champions Week,
96.
apart from a 9 data,
Required 44.
is a performance that would grace any tour on earth. This could be it.
On the third leg, Tom Sykes.
Yeah, Tom Sykes at the moment, I mean, 11 data there,
Fourth leg, it's Jensen
averaging
first.
just
Game
in excess of 125.
I'm not going to say it. I don't want to spook it. But while we can, because this game could take very little time, it could be the quickest game that we've ever seen. He used to hold the record, but it was broken in the previous series. How many people, Laura, if they finish third in Group B in Champions Week, go on to win the title?
100.
11 series, how many people have done it?
Yeah, I know you said second, that was none, so I'm going to say more than none.
It is more than none.
140.
It's 2. Van Velsen and Raymond Smith both finished third in Group B to win their Champions Weeks.
60.
Could Sykes
97.
possibly be the third person to do so? If he's to make it to the final, it would be his third final.
59.
Nobody's done that before.
100. Jensen
Well,
required 148.
He's on 104 after 12. And he's on the cusp of probably the best performance of his career.
25. Tommy
And
required
under the
104.
circumstances, this is rather ridiculous.
72. Jensen required 123.
That one miss at a double has possibly cost him an average near to 120, but he does not care. Because he still needs double 16
Tommy required 32.
to put Jamie Owens in the bottom 2 and put himself in the top 3. Let's ask the question then. How good was that? Considering the circumstances, he's just put in the best performance of his career. He's through once again to Champions Night, a place where he has had heartbreak. Retribution at the end of 2025 could be Tom Sykes. This is what he's just done. 115.62 is an average of 13 darts per leg. Jensen Walker is gone. Tom Sykes is staying.
$54. Charlie McGuire, 164. $44. $32. Charlie required 120.
Well, 120. He's got a fair, at least 2 handfuls of this. Just needs to stay
60.
there. That's a good shot. Halves his score, leaves himself on a 2 darter.
26. Charlie
Time on his
required
side
60.
to become back-to-back singles champion.
Definitely a couple of nerves in those last 2 darts, but he'll be coming back.
The moment he's been in before this situation. Standing at the back of the stage,
Charlie
approaching the
required
jockey with a
20.
chance to win the title.
He did this to win the first title, if you remember.
11.
I think he's gone. I think he's gone to bust it, maybe. The first title he won, he wanted 20. He went 6-7-7 to win it. He had a chance to replicate it again.
Yeah, I get the feeling that was for a bust. And
39.
on that situation there, George Scaife wasn't even able to take it out going to the 18s on that switch.
Yeah, I think he just panicked a bit, but he's done well to get that big one.
Sometimes can be the hardest part.
Georgia requires
This is it.
79.
It's got to be 19s. It's got to be 19s for this shot. Big 20 and a double. He's got the first one. He's going to get a match dart here.
$59. Charlie
Threw the entire
required
body into that
8.
one. Just didn't want to let go of the dart.
No score.
He's given George a chance.
Georgia require 20.
I think George has been quite good on double 10 today.
So many opportunities for Charlie Murphy.
Go
Couldn't get the job
it.
done.
Got in the match. And the Red Dragon
George
Modus
Scaife.
Super Series Influencers Champion, George Scaife.
Well, it went down to the wire in Group B. This is how the night ended up. Tom Sykes storming his way through at the end of the evening. A 4-1 win over Neil Duff and a 4-0 win over Jensen Walker with the highest average we've ever seen at a Champions Week, 115. Before that, Keegan Brown got a 4-1 win over Duff. But that was enough for both players to go through. Sykes is the meat in the sandwich between them. Duff through in third, Keegan Brown top of the table, Jamie Owens and the man who was top of the table before the night started, Jensen Walker, ends up bottom. What a dramatic group it's been. Delighted to say that Keegan has joined myself and Paul Nicholson. First of all, congratulations, Keegan. Well done. Look, it was a roller coaster to watch. What was it like to play in?
It's awful, absolutely awful. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I would have preferred to be in the commentary box, today to say the very least. But hey, if you give an old dog a chance, he's going to take it.
Well, he certainly did, didn't he? I want to ask you a question. Did you have the bit between your teeth because maybe you were written off by certain quarters, bookmakers?
Yes. Yeah. Even Monday, looking back at Monday when they had me down at 25 to 1, I thought, oh, come on, guys. And I sounded like Raymond, and I thought, no, come on, you play better than this. And, the first 2 games, it didn't go to plan, and I thought, right, you show them why you're 25 to 1, you play better. And then all of a sudden, it just clicked. And even last night, I saw the odds, and I thought, oh, come on, Brownie, you're better than this. And the first 2 games didn't go my way, and then all of a sudden, it just clicked.
What went right for Keegan, in your opinion?
Attitude. Simple as that. I think you're in a group with Derek Coulson for the first 3 days, and you have to acknowledge that he's the best player here this week for consistency. So you do your job, you get yourself into Group B, and then you find your moment to strike. Now, there was a low on Thursday night, but he was able to click out of that and find a performance in his 4th game on the first night, which really did set him up beautifully for tonight. And as soon as Friday strikes, in he came and he owned the group. It was never going to be easy with the way that some people were, not necessarily pressing the panic button. They were pressing the accelerator and pushing him to new levels. That 107 average tonight, it's proven to him that he's here and he could possibly be the first commentator to win the title.
You must be particularly pleased with your finishing in big moments.
Yeah, 100%. You know, the last couple of days, that's all I've practiced on is just finishing. And, you know, when sometimes it goes as a dart player, you know, it is like, you know, bread with butter sort of thing. And, you know, even, you know, this afternoon I went out to a local pub just round the corner. That's all I did was just practice 1T1, 170. And I thought, do you know what, you know, give yourself a chance, take it with 3 darts. And that's all I did.
Now, you sat in that commentary box. You know what it's like counting fingers and toes and trying to work out everything. Did you know what you needed when you went into that game with Neil Duff?
No, 100%. You know, like,
did he know that he was already through before that game started? No.
No. So everyone kept on saying, if you do this, you do this. And I just kept on thinking to myself, do you know what? If you keep winning, nobody can chase you. That's all you have to do. You know, it is literally in your hands. And, yeah, I was, you know, very fortunate to win 4-1 against, you know, an absolute class competitor against there. When, you know, that's when Binksy turned around to us and went, "You're both through." And we're like, "What?" Yeah, you only did one leg, and Neil was already through. And I just thought, wow, I've just played that well, and you know, got nothing for it. But yeah, you know, to be fair, I can't moan about it.
It comes back to the attitude thing, doesn't it? Yeah, I could see you nodding when he said, "If you just keep winning, it takes care of itself."
Yeah, we go into darts matches not wanting to win by certain margins. I know football teams don't go into Champions League matches thinking, oh, do you know what, we're targeting a 4-2 victory here. It's the same with dart players. You start the first leg thinking, I want to win this leg, I want to win the next one. You just play the situation. Keegan's played the situations really, really well tonight, and I think Duff deserves a bit of credit here because he's played his situations really well. It's been very tough on Neil the last couple of nights. He's won 2 games out of 4 both nights and has found 3rd position when he was starting on top. But this table made very little sense. And it was so dramatic that we want to go through it again. Mm-hmm. If Champions Night is anything like Group B, tomorrow is going to be unbelievable.
Has mentality been the deciding factor for all the players tonight? Because just look at the last match. Tom Sykes needed to win to go through at Jamie Owens' expense. He wins 4-0 with his best ever performance.
Devon, Laura and myself have been talking about rhetorical questions all night long. And I suppose the biggest one is, can you do it when it really counts? Keegan has, Neil Duff has, Tom Sykes has with bells on. Now, to be able to do that under the pressure that he was under against a former champion, it tells you everything you need to know about Tom. But even Jamie Owens was going to the well, and he's just come up short. The one big question mark tonight is what went wrong for Jensen Walker.
More than 144 players over the course of 13 weeks. Keegan Brown, you are in the last 6. Shall we get confirmation? Let's have a look then. This is who is there and how they made it. Derek Coulson, the winner of Group A. Keegan Brown, Tom Sykes, Neil Duff, Charlie Manby and David Pallett will make up the Champions Night on Saturday. And now it's a moment of truth to see who is in whose group. Keegan, looking for the first time, finds out he's with Charlie Manby and Neil Duff. You might be able to hear that chuckle. Derek Coulson, Tom Sykes and David Pallett. I mean, I don't think there is ever going to be an easy group on a finals night or a champions night. But Keegan, your first impressions and your thoughts on your opponents in Group 2?
Let's be honest, if you want to win it, you want to win it the hard way. And, you know, darts has always been the same. If you want to win any competition, just keep going. Just keep going forward. And, you know, tomorrow's going to be no different. And, you know, as I always say, just bring it.
I'll tell you what, Paul, we launched on Pluto TV in the US a week ago. They've had a real treat, haven't they? Particularly tonight.
Yeah, I think we should be thankful after Thanksgiving as well, because I have seen some amazing Group Bs. They are particularly exciting because it's only 8 games per player. But this one will live in the memory forever. For the right reasons, because of the standard, the drama, and the abacus action because of the leg difference in the points. This is what the Modus Super Series was created for, to give people opportunities and for them to take the chance when it was there, under very dire and stressful circumstances. And I applaud all of the players in this group who gave us incredible drama.
Absolutely. Keegan, I know you've got a bit of support stateside yourself, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I went to play in a competition in Florida, you know, 18 months ago, and the support I've got from obviously D'Angelo Sports, out in New Jersey, obviously Long Island, should I say, and obviously DJG on the back of my shirt. And but yeah, it was so good that it was the first time that my obviously sponsors could see me play here at the Modus Super Series. And yeah, Chrissy was absolutely over the moon that one of our players is obviously now in the Champions Night final.
And we're all giving thanks that you are, Keegan, aren't we? So, look, congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow, Paul. I'm not going to ask you who's going to win it with Keegan Brown sitting next to you.
Good.
But it's going to be a great Champions Night, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And I suppose it's got a little bit of extra on it because it's the last one of the year. Darius Labanauskas went and won it and went to the Palace straight after. Hasn't come back since. But this really could set someone up for a great Christmas, great New Year, and a great 2026.
Yeah, someone will get their hands on the trophy on Saturday night. Plenty coming up on Pluto TV. In the meantime, break a throw with some of the champions. Jensen Walker won't be getting his hands on it again this series. Jeff Smith in that as well. Tomorrow, 11 UK time, Vincent van der Voort's Tungsten Talk. Keegan Brown will star in Champions Night, 7:30. Make sure you're there. And the ADC Global Championship starts on Monday. Well, that is it. We have the lineup. Champions Night gets underway. Do join us for that from 7:30 on Saturday night.
Please put your hands together for the Modus Super Series.
Ladies and gentlemen, your champion.
It's time to crown the champion.
This is for the title.
We'll get the match start at the block.
To win a week for the first time. Great champions here.
95 starts.
You are our champion.